What's up, everyone? My name is Willie, the world famous Willie Nelson. This is my boy Aryan.
And this is Sauna Talk.
Because we bring the heat. All right, so this is the first episode of Sauna Talk, and we just kind of wanted to do something because we are big music fans, big rap fans, big hip-hop fans, and we just kind of wanted to talk about, it's here, man. It's here. We, Astroworld.
2 years, baby.
The people tweeted Mike Dean enough to drop Astroworld, and he listened. He's been locked up in a studio in, where were they, Oahu?
Yeah, it was Hawaii.
They were in Hawaii, and they finished up Astroworld. So,
hell yeah.
let's just get right into this, bro. There's no other way to introduce this other than, does this album live up to the hype?
Yes.
I would say it does as well. Keep in mind,
I shouldn't have even hesitated.
Yes.
No, I'm not even kidding.
We're recording this right now. It's Sunday, August 5th. It's 3:30 p.m.
Three days into it.
3-ish days into it. So we've had
dropped Thursday at 9. We're in LA, so it dropped that Thursday at 9 p.m.
Dropped Thursday 9 p.m. 10 minutes earlier than that for people who are on Spotify, but we're Apple Music gang.
Fuck Spotify.
Apple Music.
Just kidding. Love you, Spotify.
Gang.
Nothing against you.
And we have yet to discuss this. We haven't talked about this.
We haven't. So Will and I go way back.
Look at me.
We talk music. Music brought us together.
Music
brought
us
together. Music
a big theme
kept
in our
us going.
friendship.
And music is huge for the both of us. You produce.
I wouldn't want to claim I'm a producer. I DJ a lot more than I produce.
Yeah, you do DJ.
But I like learning about production.
Yeah. You've taught me a lot about production.
Yeah.
About the details and stuff. You even put me on, Trav.
That's a way just to get into it right now. Let's go. Back with the
straight up.
I'm having too much fun with the soundboard.
Sorry, we're gonna connect the soundboard to the actual sound
in future productions. Once we get a bigger budget, once we get Heineken to sponsor us. Although, you know what, a buddy told me, if you ever advertise someone for free, they're never ever gonna pay you to advertise them. So, you know, maybe we can be the first ones to ever break that. Cheers to that, my friend.
There's always other beer.
There's always other beer. I also am a big fan of
Stone IPA.
Yes, Modelo as well. And anyways, I think what you were saying is that I introduced you to Travis Scott. I think that's a great place to jump right off.
Yeah.
Because I don't want people listening to think that we're just some random hype beasts who've been digging up the Astroworld hype and you know, we're replying to every Mike Dean tweet.
Yeah. In fact, I was at the point where he released Watch, and I was like, this is sick, but if the whole vibe of the album was the same vibe as Watch, I was not looking forward to the album.
It wouldn't have been a hit.
And days before, no pun intended, the album dropped, I was firmly a believer in this being his worst album and a flop.
Days before Astroworld.
Astroworld.
Okay, sorry. I was confused for a second. I thought you were about to reference Days Before Rodeo.
No, we'll get into Days Before.
Let's talk about our Travis Scott history.
Yeah, let's start
from... How did... I'll go ahead and... I think I got into Travis Scott a little bit before you.
Oh, way before.
So I'll go ahead and jump in to
You knew Travis because you knew a lot about production. So when Yeezus dropped, you knew Travis.
I've always been obsessive over music production and everything that goes behind it, and I'm really appreciative of like the art of, you know, sitting in the studio and just kind of what goes into there, and you know, because it's more than just knowing how to make music. It also has to do with getting the right atmosphere and making sure that, you know, your vision is there. But so I discovered Travis when he went by Travis with a $.
OG days.
The OG days, which I'm sure you heard this record as well. It was Sin City on the Good Music compilation album Cruel Summer,
I seen the name. I cannot put a music to it.
How does it go? You know it. He plays it live.
Is it the one that is also sampled in Block of the Flame? he uses that no, that's one.
I'm the one. That one is that the one you're referring to?
No. The one where he uses
That's okay. Keep the microphone up to your mouth, bro. We want to hear you, you say fuck.
It's well, I wasn't censoring. Fuck censorship. Fuck the radio. It was the African sample that they used.
This happens every day. No. What you're thinking of? That is
he used that in Black of the Flame.
He used that on Black of the Flame, and then Pusha T had a record where he sampled. Yes, he actually it was kind of a remix of that. That's Travis Scott and Young Chop.
Yeah.
But Sin City is where I got into him, but I knew him. I didn't really dig too deep into his music. It wasn't until Yeezus that I heard, of course, making sure we're recording, and we are fantastic.
Awesome.
I heard.
Let the record show that Willie and I we're not friends during when Yeezus dropped. We became friends the year after that.
Yes. There is one way to look at life: pre-Yeezus and post-Yeezus. Yeah. And we didn't know each other pre-Yeezus.
And AY.
I think Aryan right now is looking at.
No, we did know each other, but we weren't friends. We just we had mutual friends, and then when we both found out,
Aryan right now is, by the way, is looking at our live studio audience. We got a future medical doctor in here, and so he's
Dr. Arsh.
He's here in case anyone is in need of any medical attention. And
he's got the ice.
I know he knows mouth to mouth very well. So if any of us were for some reason to go out, he would be able to help out. But anyways, okay, let's we're straying too off. Yeezus, New Slaves,
amazing.
That's Travis's
big hit.
Yeah, I would say his most mainstream production, like that kind of shot him up commercially, where people would be like, okay, he was nominated for a Grammy for that record. He was at the Grammys that year, the following year, because Grammys
youngest homie out of Houston at the Grammys.
There you go. And that's because of his production and writing credits on Yeezus, and it wasn't just from New Slaves. I mean, he really kind of drove the sound to that kind of influence Yeezus. So yeah. I started following him, and a few months after Yeezus, he released an album called Al Pharaoh. And I'm not gonna lie, Al Pharaoh didn't really click with me when I first heard it. I was kind of like, okay, this guy has some cool ideas. I liked the upper echelon joint.
Everybody did.
Yeah,
that was basically the club banger of the album.
Exactly. And
I was in the same way with Al Pharaoh. I did not like it. The first listen through, just a couple songs here and there, obviously upper echelon being part of it. And then just recently going through his discography again, pre-Astroworld, and going like in order, I've really grown a great appreciation for Al Pharaoh. Yeah.
Very, very much ahead of its time for what, like, where the genre was.
Definitely.
And because that year 2013 was just like, we had Nothing Was the Same, we had an Eminem album, we had Yeezus, so a lot of big commercial sounding records that were very different. The only closest thing obviously was Yeezus, and Yeezus was a very abrasive, kind of diversive album at the time that not a lot of people, it was either you loved it or you hated it.
Yeah. It grew on a lot of people.
And the
tour changed a lot of people's minds as well.
Yeah. It was one of those things where it's like, all right, if you don't get it at first, maybe try the tour, and then that'll probably help you. But if you don't get it, then it's definitely not for you.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. I didn't like it the first week or two. Because I just didn't. It's too aggressive for me. And then as I kept listening to it, I like really, grew fond of it.
So Travis Scott released a record about 9 or 10 months later, post Yeezus. Now we're in the post Yeezus era, and this is my end of senior year of high school, probably around March or April of 2014, and he releases a record called "Don't Play."
I was gonna put the mic away, then I thought it'd be a little good addition, but it was a weird sounding burp. So
my man sounded like a frog over here. So I listened to Don't Play, and there was something that just struck a chord with me. It was
the sample.
It was, because I never heard a rap joint. Don't even want to call it a rap joint. I don't want to call Don't Play a rap joint because it's got rap on it, but that's not the rapping. The lyrics don't really matter. Like it's really about the vibe and like the mood you feel when you listen to it, because it's got a 1975 sample, which was like at the time a very cool like hipster band that only girls were listening to. There was no
Yeah, it was totally that
Coachella
afternoon set.
Yeah. I think they played Coachella that year, and it was like literally it was before the times it was okay for guys to listen to them.
Yeah.
It was only when they were like some just Hollister band.
Yeah.
And what? Now it's 2018 and anyone can listen to whatever. But and they just have a very big fan base now. But anyways, he created a sound I never heard before that was, I guess the term is atmospheric, where it's almost just him, the intro and the outro where it's just heavy synths and heavy bass, and it's him essentially just like crooning over.
Very artsy.
Very artsy, very experimental, very just like, whoa, this is very different from.
This is not what we normally.
This is not really what you think of rap music. Yeah. This isn't no boom pap. This isn't no like check out these bars. This is like whoa. This is
boom pap. Credit to Arsh on making fun of Willie for that.
This isn't no boom pap. This is a mood. This is a vibe, and around that era is when a lot of like the vibe music was coming out. I mean, it was Young Thug. I remember reading a tweet that year. Young Thug isn't meant to be understood. Young Thug is meant to be felt.
Yes.
And a lot of that applies
Respect.
to Travis as well. Yeah.
Respect.
And
yeah, I feel that. Actually, you put me on Trav. I said that earlier, but
so it was a few months after that.
The first time I heard Trav, I was in a store called Bait. It's in LA. That's like free promo for them right now.
Shout out Bait.
Even though we
have
have
do
no
we
subscribers.
want to shout them out? Do we want to shout them out?
No.
No. All right. There's no salute to Bait.
There's no salute to Bait.
Is this the place you worked at?
No. That was Drip.
We want to shout out Drip.
No.
We're giving no shout outs today.
This is Bait. I wrote that upside down like a boss.
That's impressive, man.
Yeah. It was me and my brother. This was like my super hype beast reselling era of my life. And they were dropping a shoe. We go in, we're like kicking it in the store because we just bought the shoe, and we were just like checking out this place because it was new, sort of, I think. And this like artsy-ish song is playing in the background, and then I hear Young Thug spitting hard, and I'm like, wow, this song is amazing. And me and my brother set out to find the song, and a couple weeks later, we find out it's Skyfall.
Oh wait! Oh, so this
was the first time I heard Travis.
So this was in August. This was in August because Days Before Rodeo was August. Okay, so we're So now we're in August 2014.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was obsessed with this song.
That is a record that it has that atmospheric sound. So yeah. I wrote down a list of records of Travis that have that atmospheric sound, and it's literally just him going, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. And it, that is literally.
That was good.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah.
And
I sing for Trav.
You know what? Before you got here, I was doing a lot of singing in the shower, and
the acoustics in the shower throw it off. It makes you sound better than you actually do.
It's the reverb that helps us. But anyways, so that record, I feel like is kind of the epitome of like maybe there's one other record on that album on Days Before Radio that's the epitome of it, but that's probably in second place of like the epitome of Travis Scott just making a record that is about the production.
And I know what you're about to say with the next song.
Sure.
To this day, my favorite Travis Scott song.
Well, and which is that?
Drugs You Should Try.
Drugs You Should Try.
Yo, basically, it was more rock than it was rap, and it was the artsy fusion of the two genres.
It sounds like Radiohead, if I'm being honest. I recently
exactly.
I recently listened to OK Computer about a month ago, and I was like, well, fuck. Now I know what Travis Scott was listening. I know what Travis Scott was listening to. That producer is back on.
What's his name?
His name. I'm gonna pull up his name right now. I don't want to get it wrong. His name is Sorry, wait. Yeah, FK1 first. FKI first. FKI first. It's
And
kind
what did he produce on Astro?
He produced a couple records. He produced R.I.P. Screw.
Of course he did.
Yes.
Because I love that song.
Yeah. We'll get to that. He produced 5% Tint.
Okay, so got it. My favorite song.
Yeah, so he produced those two records. So and both of those, particularly the outro to 5% Tint, is very atmospheric.
Hard ass.
But let's get to Drugs You Should Try. Yeah. Why is Drugs You Should Try so loved? Because if you go on any Twitter, Reddit, any social media, everyone's like, we want Drugs You Should Try Part 2. We want Drugs You Should Try Part 2. I don't want it either, but
they also all call it underrated, but I know what they're trying to say, but they're saying it incorrectly. Underrated means people think it sucks. No, it's just slept on. It's just no one knows it because Travis didn't blow up till Rodeo.
Mm-hmm. Well, what do you mean? Like nobody.
Like
what do you mean? What do you mean it's slept on?
Like just a lot of people don't know the song.
Uh-huh.
You know, they don't. A lot of people didn't go through Days Before. They just listened to
they got on Rodeo.
The big ones like Skyfall maybe because that hit the radio a couple times, and probably a couple other ones on. Oh no, just one other one on Days Before, but it wasn't until he hit all ears, like radio ears, everyone's ears on Rodeo, his first studio album, and that's why I'm saying like Drugs You Should Try It is slept on because just a lot of people don't know it. It's not people don't like it because every person I've showed it to says this is an amazing song.
So that's your favorite Travis record?
Yeah,
I would say. Yeah, it's definitely in my top 3. It goes back between Drugs You Should Try, 90210, and Wildcard Pick Up the Phone.
I love it.
Only because I played that song about 1 million times, which of course you know in summer of 2016, like so much that even at the day camp I was working at that year, because I did used to work at a day camp
with children.
Yeah.
But Pick Up the Phone.
I made a clean version of it.
Here's the thing. Yes.
I made a clean version of it.
Pick Up the Phone
for the kids.
Could be for the kids.
Dude, and you know what? At summer camp of 2016, I don't want to say the name of the camp I worked at. It was for it. But I will say that.
Oh yeah.
Funnily enough, at that summer camp I worked, Travis Scott's No. I mean, I'm saying it right now. Travis Scott's baby mama did go to that school. That I
what is his baby mama's name?
Kylie Jenner. I'm not saying some secret that you can't know Travis Scott's baby mama's name. I think everyone knows her name. So yeah, I did play someone who was kind of the alma mater's baby. Are they married? No, they're not. Someone's so the alma mater the alma mater
on Astroworld, he still calls her his baby mom.
Yeah. Someone whose alma maters that's the word, alma maters.
Sure.
His baby mama is for the kids at that school, but
I think alma mater refers to college, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I don't think she went to college, so she can use her elementary school.
Hey, youngest almost billionaire.
Yeah, no, it's true. So you don't really need it if you're there's no real reason for it. So, anyways, this is leading us to
okay. So I said 2 songs that were mainstream, and I forgot the name of the song, so I had to pull it up. It was Quintana Part 2 was the other big hit that came out of. Oh no, Mamacita came out of Days Before.
Rich Homie
Quintana was a fantastic track too.
Beautiful.
But the ones that were like out there, got radio play, got club play, was Mamacita and Don't Play.
I did hear I do remember hearing Mamacita on Power 106 and Don't Play as well.
Even Sloppy Toppy, because that was
I never heard Sloppy Toppy on the radio. I don't know about
I'm just saying like clubbish.
Yeah. I did.
Migos were blowing up at that time.
Yes.
They were a hot commodity.
Yes. So basically, we've been on Travis Scott for a while. Because what year is it? We're in 2018. Sometimes I just gotta ask what year it is. We're in 2018, and this entire first 15 minutes we've been talking about the year 2014.
Yeah.
And when did we first see Travis Scott? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
When was it?
Pre-Grammy show.
You know, I wasn't sure if you were gonna reference
pre-Grammy show, House of Blues. It was DJ Mustard and Big Sean in that order
DJ Mustard was the opening act.
There was an opening act,
No,
and then there was
there's
DJ
two
Mustard.
opening acts, so it
doesn't even matter who the opening acts were. DJ Mustard came, brought out everybody and their mothers, and played all the bangers that DJ Mustard banged.
Yeah. Because he was 2014 was like Mustard's hottest year.
It's Mustard, and then Big Sean comes out, and he even pointed out Mike Dean in the background, DJing. You pointed out.
Yeah. So I was like, I said, oh shit, Mike Dean is up in this building. And everyone is up in this building if Mike Dean is here.
And that got him thinking, oh shit, we might get some crazy features. We did get crazy features. Obviously we're talking about this because Travis came out.
And what was he wearing? I remember it was like that sick ass yellow jacket.
Stone Island.
Is it yellow?
Yellow Stone Island
Which
jacket.
I feel like is kind of the current testing like trend. Like I feel like testing A$AP Rocky's
just this whole year
very much like
there's like a fashion calendar
kind of
and someone just like names the color of the year. Pretty sure 2018 is the color of yellow.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so Travis was on yellow
confirmed.
or in February of 2015. I'm really good at remembering dates.
And not just on yellow, but on Stone Island, which is
now
my favorite fashion brand.
It's now a mainstream name.
And because of Drake is now a household name.
Yeah.
So
because I'm fashion retarded. So
are we allowed to say sensitive words like that?
You know what? I said it. I guess we'll see.
I guess from the future we apologize.
I'll see from the feedback if it's okay to describe myself as fashion retarded. But I mean, if it's a legitimate condition that I have, it might be okay to say. But and I would have never heard of Stone Island. But if I do know Stone Island now, so yeah. But so yes, that's the first time we saw Travis, February of 2015.
Yeah. I actually grabbed Travis's arm that night.
You did. You ran off ahead of me. You ran up.
Travis being Travis, he comes out. So House of Blues is kind of set up like a small little GA section.
Yeah.
It's like a pit.
I don't think it's open anymore.
No, they closed the House of Blues.
This is the
down.
Hollywood, West Hollywood. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to the House of Blues.
Rest in peace.
We were like middle outer ring ish of this pit. Travis comes out. I say goodbye, Willie. And I train ahead, and I even remember knocking into a girl and her boyfriend getting mad at me, and then me saying sorry, gotta go, and then kept running into the middle of the pit. And
he may have understood that, to be honest.
No, he did. He did because moments later, Travis does what he does and crowd surfed.
Yeah, and
he went right above me, and I grabbed his arm, including the Stone Island jacket. This is the most hilarious and embarrassing thing ever. Straight up. And that doesn't even top off that night because Kanye West came out.
And
I was probably 10 feet away from him. And that was why.
And J-Lo was there too, and he played Gold Digger.
Oh yeah,
and
he shout out to J-Lo on Gold Digger.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure was Hove there too, like in the VIP section. I don't remember.
That's a few years ago, man.
It was a while ago. Yeah. But like everybody came out. Tyga came out.
Yeah, it was Grammy weekend. And we didn't know. We didn't know. J. Cole.
J. Cole came out.
We met J. Cole.
We saw J. Cole after that night at a pizza place down the street.
And we got a photo.
We took a picture.
Yes.
If you follow either of us on Instagram, you will see this picture.
Maybe I'll post that throwback.
Yeah, like a TBT. Which is funny.
What is that?
It's just funny because let me just walk over here. Say it one more time for me.
Fuck J. Cole.
Yeah.
At the time though, he had. But at the time though, he dropped his best album, 2014, Forest Hills Drive.
You know what? I'm not on the fuck J. Cole wave anymore. I'm on the fuck Russ wave, but I'm not on the fuck J. Cole wave anymore. But
if you're not on the fuck Russ wave, then you're not woke.
Then you're a walking, breathing L if you're not on the fuck Russ wave. But anyways,
J. Cole.
Well, that's
I
a
got
discussion
respect
for another day.
He can rap, but at that time I loved him because 2014 Forest Hills Drive was amazing, in my opinion. You even told it to his face. He had little to no promo and double platinum.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'll be honest. I when I met him, I wasn't a crazy fan, but I did kind of be. I just wanted to be nice to him, and
yeah.
I was actually kind of at that point in my life a J. Cole hater. I like J. Cole.
You
now,
were a J. Cole hater. I gave you so much shit for taking that photo with me because
yes, and you gave
a fan, J. Cole, and the biggest hater.
I
was
a big J. Cole hater, and I even told him, I was like, bro, I fuck with Not 2014 Hills Drive.
The one right before it.
The one that he
Coal
dropped on
World.
the day of Yeezus. Is that what it's called? Coal World?
No. On the day of Yeezus, he can't believe he did that. But
yeah, him and Mac Miller.
what was it?
Born Sinner.
Born Sinner.
I didn't even have to pull it up. It just
The
clicked to me.
opposite of a winner.
Yeah, Born Sinner. I told him, I was like, bro, I fuck with that Born Sinner. There is a couple of joints I fuck with them. I like She Knows. Anyways, we've been Travis Scott fans for a while. We saw him before. I feel like before anyone. Before he was a household name, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
And we went to, luckily enough, the Days Before Rodeo tour a month later with Young Thugger, and Birdman.
That was so sick.
Yeah, with
I remember Birdman came out and me and Will were booing and everybody around us was laughing because everybody said fuck Birdman because this was right when he denied Carter 5 dropping.
We needed the C5, and it's 2018. We still need C5.
But rumor has it he owns it now. Wayne owns C5 now, and he got 10 mil or something from
allegedly.
Atlantic. Allegedly,
I'm not gonna believe it till we're here.
I'm not gonna believe it till I see it. But there was a billboard up in Miami.
No way.
The F is for 5. But honestly,
that's well deserved.
I hope he goes back to the album, goes back to the studio, fixes it up a bit, makes it a little more current because obviously he made this years ago and he's probably been updating it, but he's just not had the opportunity to, and now he's allegedly has 10 mil and the album rights, so hopefully he drops.
Since then,
next year maybe something good.
Since 2015, Travis Scott, he's dropped Rodeo, which was September 2015.
He dropped something every year, right?
Yeah, he's dropped every single. So wait,
except
just how many times?
Except for 2017.
How many times have we seen him live? We've seen him live a couple times, or a few times. We've seen him. I'll count mine because I know we've had different occasions. We saw him
together at House of Blues.
Together at March 2015 with Young Thugger.
Yeah.
And then I saw him. You couldn't make it that time at Fool's Gold Day Off, and a few days before.
But I saw him at the weekend show.
You saw him a few months after. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. This is, so I saw him at Fool's Gold Day Off in August of 2015.
Did you see him at this Coachella set?
I did. Yeah, I was going to get to that.
Together for that?
We weren't together. But we were at the same show. we were. I was with.
Yes, we were in different parties.
We were in different groups.
We
were in but we were at the same show. Yes.
Yeah.
So I saw him Fool's Gold, and then you saw him in December when he was the opening act for the weekend.
Yeah.
His opening
for I want to say Beauty.
It was at the Forum.
Yeah, it was at the Forum.
Beauty Behind
That Madness, and I copped a rodeo shirt.
And then now we're in 2016.
No, it was days before.
No. So this is 2015. No, this is post rodeo. So this is
Okay.
You saw him, so I'm saying now we're in 2016. I saw him on New Year's 2016 going into 2017 at the Santa Ana show on New Year's Eve, and it was
yes. I regret not going to that.
Yeah, it was lit as hell. It wasn't tickets. I mean, I
and
guess.
then we almost went to that amazing Hollywood show. I mean, Halloween show. The Halloween show. Remember? And he dressed up as a zombie. And he released that.
Did we almost go to that, or did we just like see the photo and be like, and maybe give it like maybe this would be cool.
We were sub 21 at that time.
Yeah,
and that was a 21 and up show at the Standard.
Was it 20? Okay, yeah.
And I remember the merch for it was
the merch was
shirt,
dope.
and it was like him in like a mummy or a zombie outfit. I think it was mummy, and it was probably the hardest thing I've ever seen. And I'm sure if you try to look it up right now on Grailed, it'll be like $600 for a gilded t-shirt.
Yeah. So then we saw him Coachella 2017, and that's the last time I've ever seen him.
Yeah. So that's
what?
Much
That's like
history,
5, 6 times. Yeah.
That's our history of
It's a long. What are we? We're 30 minutes in, and we're 30 minutes in.
You want to check if it's still recording?
No, it's ours. Check real quick. I was gonna say that we have a long history with. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine if it's black. Okay, hold on. We have a long history with Travis. So just wanted to prelude this before we go into this track by track breakdown, because this isn't amateur hour analysis with with Travis Scott fans. We're someone who can I like to think can be objective. That there's been times where I've thought Travis has had some misses. And obviously some smashes because we're still fans, but Days Before Rodeo, smash, Rodeo.
Even Owl smash.
Alfaro's a smash. Alfaro's
Rodeo, easy smash.
Rodeo smash.
Bird smash.
Birds.
Uh-oh.
Smash until I hear Astroworld. Until I hear Astroworld.
We'll talk more about that.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that. But Huncho Jack Huncho.
Oh, see, I forgot about that because of how not a smash that was.
I'm glad.
And that's not even a Travis record. That's a Quavo record with Travis featured on all
wish
the
I'd
tracks.
forgotten it, man. That's yeah, no, it's recording. That's that's a stain in his discography, if I'm being honest.
It's cool. The good thing is
It's a collaborative
it is
album.
not under the name Travis Scott.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
That is a hidden stain.
Yeah, no.
Stain under his
but it is a
pants.
stain. It is a stain. It's
Straight up.
it is a stain though. But it is a collaborative album.
stain.
And when you look at other
And we got the heat lamps on us because I have to reiterate.
dude,
this is Sauna Talk.
This is Sauna Talk, and we're practically
We're
in a
fucking
sauna.
sweating.
We're sweating.
Because we're also so for all those listening podcast wise, we're also recording this so you can go and watch it on YouTube and see us sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need
nothing
can,
different.
Arsh, can you get us some powder? We can.
Yeah, nothing
little
different
greasy
than
here.
what you're listening to. Just video of
visual-
us sweating.
Yeah. Just
We're not
just-
even. I'm barely looking at the
You
camera.
know what?
Willie has
I'm
not
about
even
to take
looked
off my
at the
shirt.
camera.
Yeah, no.
This whole time.
Yeah. But so, anyways, with all that being said,
Yeah.
we have a long history to Travis Scott. I think we should just get into a track by track breakdown.
So, Astroworld,
Astroworld,
track by track.
track by track,
So, obviously, we have to start with stargazing.
stargazing.
Travis, in my opinion, has slapped on his opening tracks every single time. And when I talk every single time about Travis, let's just all forget about the trash of Quavo Huncho. I mean, Huncho Jack, whatever the fuck shit
This
was.
is yeah.
But no, Meadow Creek on Alfaro,
Mhm.
it's a crazy track. What was Days Before? Prayer, crazy
Yeah.
track. Pornography.
Yeah.
Pornography was hard.
Yeah.
The Ends was my favorite, and now Stargazing has overtaken the Ends as my favorite.
So stargazing is your number one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
you don't.
I don't
Agree?
agree with that. I
Nah,
don't
of
agree
course
with that. I think the Ends would be my number one
The
because
Ends
it
is
has
so
that
hard.
because
And I'll
my
probably change my mind later because I changed my mind. I'm not running for office, so I can change my mind without worrying. You know, like I have I'm human. I can change my mind.
yes you can evolve.
I can,
The Ends has that atmospheric sound I like where it's just him. I'm such a sucker for it of just like crooning.
and when he's like basically crying in the beginning of the end,
That's what
that is what got
2
me.
a.m. howling outside. just
And then let's not forget how we awoke Andre 3K on one of Andre 3K's hardest verses alive.
and he had 2 verses that year and him
Solo,
yeah,
which was amazing
blonde,
as well.
yeah, and the Ends. And before that, he'd kind of been speechless for years, like literally
Yeah, he
speechless.
was uninspired since Lauryn Hill retired.
Did that come from Andre?
No, but
Okay.
Andre was obsessed with Lauryn Hill. So
Sure.
and obviously so was Kanye. So I believe that Kanye spoke
That's a
for the
line
two
of-
of them.
oh,
And
okay.
you know that was on 30 Hours or no, that was on No More Parties.
No More Parties.
Andre could have been in the studio. At that
Yeah,
time.
yeah, absolutely.
We don't know.
So you would say Stargazing, produced by Sunny Digital. I want to make sure I have all the credits written down because I think producing is just as much important as rapping or mixing or
writing.
engineering. Yeah, it's just it's equal role.
No, I
It's
agree.
produced by Sunny Digital, B Weezy,
Sunny
B Corn, and 30 Rock. And to be honest, I'm only familiar with Weezy and Sunny Digital. B Corn and 30 Rock. I maybe have heard their work, but I've never heard the names before.
Rolling.
It's you know what I'm gonna pull it up right now.
From
It's-
the
it's-
moment it starts playing, it slaps.
I'm gonna put it on what it's, and that goes from this To what sounds like wolves. To what
I thought they could have sampled wolves on that.
to what sounds like wolves, and to then this insane.
This is why I like it.
This is, I don't. Is it? Is it out of place?
No. Okay.
Is it out of place?
So let me also say something before we go into this full album. Travis is probably one of the best at beat switches.
That wasn't a beat switch. Literally by.
No, he's the best at mood and beat switching. And
Okay.
he's done it since Alfaro.
It was a beat switch, but think about beat switches like on
this
90210.
record is literally named after a roller coaster theme park. So he is going to keep
have
that
crazy
theme
twists and turns
and go up and down and
It was an
barrel
abrupt
roll
beat
and all
switch.
that bullshit.
Did it happen naturally? Did it sound? I guess that's part
no,
of it.
it doesn't happen naturally, and that's part of the whole thing. Look at Sicko Mode, which we'd get to. He just cuts straight after Drake.
I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't too much of a fan of this beat switch.
Okay.
Simply because it just seemed uninspired. It didn't feel organic to me because I thought the song was really good and the song has a cool intro.
Just spilled water on me.
It's just like last night.
Shout
bro.
out YouTube.
That's because Aryan went on a lovely date last night and spilled water on himself last night.
Sunny Digital.
Sunny Digital. The girl's nickname is Sunny. So
I didn't spill water on myself.
She spilled water on you.
Hilarious.
Anyways. I don't know, man. I get the whole theme of like twists and turns, but from like where it went, it just felt it felt a little too abrupt for me, to be honest. I just felt it could have been a second track. I don't know.
Okay.
Because
I'm not gonna argue. Like I see where you come from on that, but I dig the song. I dig the beat switch. I dig that.
I like the song, and I just felt the beat switch was just like, it was, I don't know. It was in your face, but not in a good in your face. Like, cause I like if it's something is really abrasive and it sounds good, but it just sounded so out of place to me for it to be on the same record. Okay, for it to be on the same track,
So you were feeling more of like the ends to way back where it cuts just like that and switches. And somehow that is a great transition that it just cuts and switches
exactly
to the next song. And yes, he does that on this song, but
on the same track, it felt to me two tracks combined.
It felt like 3 tracks. To be honest,
3 tracks, yeah, because it has the kind of the Wolves.
Yeah, no, it's for
part.
sure 3 tracks. Even on my,
but the Wolves section sounded nice.
I had a listening party, and everyone kept asking what song it was.
What song?
And there was an ongoing joke that every song was still stargazing. So that was what. So yeah, that beat switch, those beat switches inspired something like that. And I understand where you come from, but personally, I like it. It's kind of like a dirty transition, and I fuck with that.
Carousel.
He surprised me with Frank.
Carousel.
He also
Frank
surprised
Ocean,
me with how well Travis and Frank can be on the same track.
Produced by Hit Boy.
I didn't think Travis and Frank could be on a track together and make it sound good.
So, to me, and I know I'm starting off very negative.
You don't like it.
The thing is, it's rare Frank has a miss, and I don't think it was necessarily a miss.
I don't consider it a miss at all.
I don't think it was a miss, but it wasn't. It wasn't like last year when the record with A$AP Rocky, what's it? Please Don't Touch My Wrath.
Oh.
Yeah. When I heard Wrath, I was fucking blown away to hear Frank Ocean.
Right.
Because
Frank and A$AP mesh better than
I feel
Travis
like, but no, I liked the
Frank.
Lens remix of Travis Scott and Frank Ocean. That's what it's called. Yeah, Lens. You know what I'm talking about? This is a record. This is all right. I'm gonna have to pull this up. This is this record exists. I'm telling you. I'm pretty sure it's called Lens.
It sounds familiar. That name sounds
Frank
familiar,
Ocean,
but it sounds
Travis,
like
yeah.
Tyler
This exists.
song.
No, Lens V2. I think it dropped on
Frank
Blonded Radio.
Was dropping songs like Chanel and like I think another one was called Biking.
And I think Travis is at the end. He just. Anyways,
The reason why that's a different sound is because that's a Frank track.
Frank's song, yeah, it's a Frank record.
So Frank just got to put Travis on his track, which is
maybe-
possible because Travis has that slow vibe that we're about to get into with Screw.
Because I felt Carousel, it wasn't a bad record, but if we were cutting off, if it's a 17 track album, and that's a pretty lengthy album, 59, so 60 minutes in total about.
Which is almost, it's like a warm take because a lot of people would say, oh, 17 is like the perfect size album, but we here in the Sauna Talk, we're in a sauna. We can't stay here for too long, so we can only listen to so much
the heat can
before our ears burst into flames.
Yeah, before the heat gets to us.
7 tracks. Yay. Kids see ghosts. 10 is a sweet
10
spot.
is a sweet spot.
I think Yeezus was the perfect length on that 10. Like about 45 to 50 minutes. Just fantastic length.
You know what? I feel like Travis did a good job of not making it drag on too long. I didn't hear what
But
he said.
size doesn't matter.
What did he say? What did he say?
I said look me in the eye because I said fantastic length.
What are you drawing a tick?
The fantastic length.
The fantastic length. That's the perfect length. Get over it. Anyways, I don't feel like this album drags though. I don't feel like this album drags.
I put that in my notes.
If
I put 17 is pushing it.
It's pushing it.
But somehow every track and the whole album flows so well that I enjoy listening to it for that long.
If I did want to cut the fat,
you would cut Carousel.
I would cut Carousel. Okay. I would cut Carousel. Save some money from the budget because let's be real. Frank Ocean is an expensive feature, and so
hugely expensive.
Yeah, very expensive feature because there's no label too, so it's just going straight to him, and he needs to get his bag.
Yeah. See, the reason why the 17 wasn't bad is because a normal 17 track album, I can't say normal, but a 17 track album back in like the early 2010s would be almost 2 hours. This one was
an hour,
59
minutes, an hour, yeah,
exactly.
Approximately an hour.
Yeah.
There's 3-ish songs I would cut from this album.
We're probably agree.
There's 3 songs
I was about to say, except for Carousel.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, so Carousel is the first one I would cut. And
okay, but let's just keep
but
going.
You know what?
I
tell you when I listen. So how I listen to albums is if I want to listen all the way through for the first time, is I usually go for a walk and just listen to it the full length. And so I listened to this, and I was out on my walk on it's 10 p.m. Thursday night, and I will say I was happy to hear Frank, but that's just because that's very rare.
Yeah,
you gotta appreciate the little things
when you
in
hear
life.
something from that voice that you haven't heard before. It is a blessing.
It was nice to hear him, but Frank delivered. Did Travis Scott carry his weight? I'm not so sure.
I liked it.
I'm not so sure Travis Scott carried his weight. Because the sample's nice. The sample, Aryan, I don't know if you can hear it, but he's playing the record right now, and the sample's nice. The sample's cool in the beginning, but if we're cutting the fat, this one can go. Frank sounds heavenly.
Frank destroys
Frank
songs,
sounds,
bro.
Frank
should have.
So I don't think it was.
Owned this
track. Frank should have owned this track. Frank carried his weight.
100%.
Frank had a couple verses
I'm
or
not
sections
saying,
here. First and
me
second.
personally, I'm not saying Travis didn't. You are.
I don't think Travis carried his weight here. I don't know if it was the production. I don't know if it was just Travis' sound, but I don't think Travis carried his weight. So that song to me, it could be cut. All right, next one, Sicko Mode, featuring Drake, Sway Lee, produced by Hit Boy, OZ. I don't know if that's OZ or Ounce.
It's probably Ounce.
Ounce.
Oz.
I was thinking maybe Oz.
If Ozzy Osbourne ever got into hip hop production.
Yeah, it could possibly be a relative to Ozzy. And Tate Keith, fuck these
hitters up.
hitters up. Fuck these killers up.
Bruh.
Bruh. This song smash.
Smash.
This song I like just the amount of beat switches. You get this beat in the beginning to
Smash.
to
Gone on you with the pick and roll.
Smash.
to Drake, and then just abruptly to like a classic
That smash.
kind of like Houston sounding, just like, low voice and just very like just dirty.
Yeah.
Like that Houston sound that
Dirty.
Travis Scott grew up on. Like it's grimy.
Like this beat switch happens and you cannot help but make the stank face.
Dude, that was me. That was me.
It's fucking dirty.
My head bobbing.
And I am not a huge Drake fan. I like his music, but I don't think he evolves much. But he killed it on this track.
And Sway Lee,
And
man.
he was perfect. And Sway Lee killed it on this track. And I love Sway Lee.
Sway Lee. Sway Lee. What a blessing. like such a minimal amount of appearance, but yet it stands out so
Honestly,
much. It's
Sway is known for that, and he
He's known
does
for
that
that.
throughout the album.
He does it a couple
And
times throughout the album.
He fucking destroys
Absolutely.
his minimal appearances.
Destroys it. And then finally we have there's 3 beat switches in this record. We
Yeah.
have Take Keith. Which is just
Astro. Yeah.
comes out, comes out of nowhere, and it was dope. It was dope.
It was
I
very dope.
and you know what?
It was very
I kind
dope.
of think it was more interesting than anything I
And
heard on Scorpion.
Did you guys say? Oh, of course. I've talked to a lot of Drake stans, and they said this song hits harder than anything on Scorpion, and I would agree.
Yeah. That's not to say Scorpion was terrible. There's things I like about Scorpion. Arsh on our live studio audience is moaning right now. But
Arsh moaned.
no, but anyways,
this is not a Scorpion review.
Was this
but it was.
Does he have
it?
it?
Was good, but
Does
it
he
was
have a famous Dex reference?
Who? Drake.
Drake. Yeah. Is that
So
a
according
reference?
to the app,
Is that a reference?
according to the app, and which is
Genius?
contributed, but by hip hop heads, Rap Genius. Yeah. So it's not confirmed, but it's what they see, and we'll see when the credits come out if it's truly interpolating famous Dex. But I do believe he's interpolating.
Yeah, so he says
Drake. It's not past Drake to take flows like that and not give credit, but it's
what
also
does he say?
not.
Popped half a Xan, 13 hours till I land. Is that what he says?
No, I think the Xan is in the Dex part. I don't know if he says Xan.
No, he says Xan. He says
Does he?
Xan. Yeah.
Yes, and it's
I
Till
think
I Land.
because I saw a
It
bunch
is
of
Till I
memes
Land,
saying
yeah.
like, "Oh, Drake's the only guy who flexed taking half a Xan, like taking the recommended dosage."
That's because Drake ain't a SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah. Not enough face tattoos yet to be taking a full bar.
No face tats.
Yeah.
Is that
Popped half a Xan, 13 hours till
Till
I
I
land
land.
is. And then what's the famous
I
Dex
did.
lyric?
I did half a Xan, 13 hours till
I did
land.
have a Xan, 13 hours till I land. And the famous Dex lyric is I just popped a Xan, 50K in wait.
50,000 in Japan.
50,000 in Japan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just popped a Xan, 50,000 in Japan.
Yeah.
A Dexter.
Dexter. Dexter.
And I gotta get a Dexter ad lib.
Dexter.
And
I'll be your Dexter ad-lib.
where are we ranking this among the top 5 songs on the album? Is this top 5? Is Sicko Mode making the top 5? You have your top 5 written down?
No, I don't. Because it keeps changing every day. Not even every day, every listen. So it's in Arsh's top 5. He's what he just said.
And he does have medical background, so that may help.
Yeah.
And what?
And
production background, so that his
so
opinion.
you know
may
what?
hold
I'm gonna
more weight.
create a dynamic top 5
Mhm.
as we go through song by song.
Mhm.
That is the first one on the top 5,
This is the first. So
and it will.
not
I-
number
I-
1, but just in the top.
No,
5.
it is in the top 5,
Uh-huh.
and I'm saying dynamic because it could be dropped to 6.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
It could be. I'm saying dynamic
Okay.
because Stargazing and Sicko Mode are in my top 5.
Sicko Mode could possibly be in my
Right, as of now.
maybe in my
As
top
of now.
6.
It
my
could
top
change.
6.
Our next track is in my top
This
5.
this next one could be in my top 1, to be honest.
No, low key. Low key.
This
Will and I are a fan of that slow, choppy, screwy kindness.
this R.I.P. Screw. This next one, R.I.P. Screw, featuring Sway Lee, produced by FKI, or FK1 first, and Travis Scott.
Is it one or I? We gotta
It's
get a
FK.
confirmation.
It's no. It's
It's FKI.
It's FKI.
It's
It's FKI.
FKI.
Yes, FK.
'Cause right
I
here
first.
it's stylized as a lowercase I.
Yeah, that's
So-
yeah.
and
It's
then it's first.
yes. So, and he's the same producer as Drugs You Should Try. That's the producer. of
Which
the-
is why this shit slaps.
yeah. So this is it's in my top 3 for sure. This is what I feel like Travis Scott does best. He takes a record and it's very minimalistic lyrics, but somehow
And he pays homage
he's
to
paying
the
homage.
pioneer of the Houston sound.
And this record is meant to be chopped and screwed,
And
just in honor of.
I'm gonna
of
go to a
DJ
tweet
Screw.
I read from this guy named at Craig's SJ. I clicked on his profile. He's a music critic at New York Magazine, Billboard. He's got reviews in Billboard, Pitchfork, Spin, New York Times, Noisy, and Vulture. And he said, Astroworld sounds like the full realization of what I thought Travis Scott could be when I was jamming to Al Farrow 5 years ago.
Wow.
And in the sense of that Houston sound, I agree with him.
Is this guy from
Because-
Houston?
I don't know.
No, I mean this is
Not
this. I want to
confirmed.
play.
His location says Google Docs.
That's I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty fire location. This is what I feel like people were saying could possibly be the
Sauna Talk is hot as fucking here.
It is. But this is what I feel like people could be saying was the Drugs You Should Try Part 2.
I could see that, but
Because it's the same
theme is not
producer.
the same.
It's
but
not.
It's
But
not the
it's
same
atmospheric.
theme. It's the same
And
sound.
it strikes
It's the
emotion.
same sound, same producer. Obviously, it's gonna be the
There's-
same sound, but it's not the same theme.
I feel like there's.
Drugs You Should Try It is almost like a trap song.
I feel like on every.
Almost.
I feel like on every one of those, on every single one of his albums or projects, he always has, excluding Hunter Jack. We're just assume we're never talking about Hunter Jack.
I already, yeah. This has been. We should have.
He always has an atmospheric record. Al Farrow, Hell of a Night. You know.
That was probably top 3 on Al Farrow
Yeah,
for me.
so that's a very, it's got very cool production. I love vocal samples. It's very Ye inspired production.
yeah,
and so that's
it's a Ye inspired name.
yeah,
so.
yeah, it is. And,
So you could say.
so
that.
so Al Farrow, I feel like the atmosphere record was that. Of course, Days Before Rodeo was Drugs You Should Try, and the second one on that album or project would be Skyfall, and then
just to,
go on.
This is what FKI has produced.
No, I'm going on Atmospheric Records on.
Okay. Yes.
And on Rodeo, it would probably be 90210.
Yeah.
Yes, and
let me look at Rodeo
Birds-
right now. I feel like I'm thinking of something else on Rodeo, but I could be
Impossible
wrong.
has some atmosphere.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. And Birds, it would be and as well as Days Before Rodeo, it'd be Don't Play.
But Don't Play slaps a little more.
Don't play Slaps
than
No More, but definitely has that atmospheric
sound,
sound that I really like. And Birds would be the ends. You know, it has
Yeah, of
the
course.
intro, and then for
That's probably why that's my favorite track.
Yeah, and,
on Birds, top 2 being that and Sweet Sweet.
Sweet, yeah.
Sweet.
And for this album, it would be R.I.P. Screw and Skeletons, but we'll get to Skeletons in a minute. But R.I.P. Screw, there's something I can't really describe it, but go ahead and put the microphone right.
Hit the track.
This when Sway Lee just somehow makes these, it doesn't even really matter what he's saying. There's just something. There's just something so smooth and like and just I can't really describe it, but it makes so much sense to me, and it almost just like I feel like
you said that thing. You don't really know what Sway Lee's saying.
It doesn't really matter what he's saying.
It's the same thing about what you said earlier about Thug.
It's meant to be felt, and it's like, and it's it almost, when I listen to it, it makes me like visualize like different colors I'm hearing. And what is Arshawn laughing at me about?
I don't know.
Arshawn's making fun of me over there, but it just makes me.
Dr. Arsh.
Yeah, maybe he might be giving me some diagnosis of mental illness of some sort.
Too soon? Still 2018?
And it just I don't really know, but I feel like he does a great job at paying homage to DJ Screw. Obviously, rest in peace to Screw tonight. We take it slow.
Taking it back to Rodeo. The Maria half of Maria I'm Drunk.
Yes.
Is for sure
atmospheric.
Atmospheric.
Maria.
Even I'm Drunk could be considered atmospheric.
Call your friends, let's get drunk.
I think the addition of Justin Bieber, because as you know, I'm Drunk leaked before Rodeo without the Justin Bieber and with a longer
played it.
Travis.
They would play it live.
Yeah. And I think the addition of Justin Bieber on it makes I'm Drunk a little less atmospheric, but it's still there. But Maria is the atmospheric sound of that track.
Yeah.
Of that.
The beginning.
Yeah.
So I really like this track, RP Screw. It's definitely in my top 3.
Definitely.
And I feel like it's a beautiful thing to DJ Screw, and it kind of like almost graduates Travis into a Houston legend.
Yeah, and
because he's
that's it kind of explains what the guy was saying. That music critic, because this is the most Houston Travis has sounded, this album, Astroworld.
Yeah, totally.
Since Owl Pharaoh.
Yes. I agree with that.
So I see that full circle coming.
Next record, Stop Trying to Be God.
So when I heard those Cuddy hums, and then Shadier?
No.
Travis,
no.
Cuddy, Shadier?
No.
Arsh says he thinks he does.
Our guy in the audience thinks that Stop Trying to Be God is a Shadier. But I don't think so.
I didn't take it as that at first, but then when Arsh brought it up and I thought about it, maybe. But why? Because Cuddy
first of all,
dropped.
Yeah, here's the thing. Stop Trying to Be God.
Featuring
Kid Cudi, Stevie Wonder, James Blake, produced by Travis Scott, J Beats, and Mike Dean.
That James Blake feature.
First of all,
fantastic, by the way.
Mike Dean production. Let's get something straight. In my opinion, you're never going to see Mike Dean take a shot at Ye. He's not going to put himself as a cosign on a shot at that. Just wouldn't. Because I know Arshawn wasn't the only person saying it. I know I read other hot takes of people saying like it's a shot at Ye, it's a shot at Ye, but you're not going to see Mike Dean.
Do we repeat that? Here's why.
I don't know what he's on. I don't co-sign that. I think it's just I don't really know what it means, to be honest.
Here's why I don't think it's not a direct shot.
I don't think
here's
it's a
why
direct shot.
Why I think it's not a shot, because the last time Kanye called himself a god was 2 albums ago in 2013.
And Travis Scott has done so much with him. Travis Scott worked on that album, and it was like
it's not a shot.
It's not a shot.
It's not a shot.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a hit and a miss for those hot takes.
Album, I mean, what a lineup. Kid Cudi, Stevie Wonder, James Blake. I mean,
let's talk about the whole album. Features.
Yeah, features. Yeah, no, we okay.
First, listen through. I immediately told everybody around me.
I wrote that down as a note. I said
heavily reliant.
And what I was going to compare it to is I said My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, I wrote this down, is a very feature heavy album, but I've never heard anyone say My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is a feature reliant record.
And do you think the same for Astroworld?
I don't, because I take it that I think Travis is kind of
letting the people use his sound.
He's
instead of just throwing on.
He's doing what Kanye does, and is acting as like a creative director.
Yes,
and is saying there's Sheck West does ad-libs better than me on this record, or other people will shine brighter on than me, and I want to use their talents and create something fire. The fact that he doesn't
rely on the features. He uses the features to make it pop.
He has Stevie Wonder. He paid for a Stevie Wonder feature and doesn't even use his vocals.
Well, Drake did the same in Take
Really?
Care.
With Stevie Wonder, I didn't know Stevie
Yeah.
Wonder's on Take Care. I
Yeah.
never knew that.
He's-
On which record?
He is on.
I'll let you pull that
Just
up.
got a Tinder match, by the way.
Congrats. My boy's on
Yikes.
it. My boy's on a Tinder roll as of lately.
Recently single, ladies. Not that recent, actually. Come to think of it.
Yeah, time's all relative,
Been-
man.
it's been-
But
What
anyways,
were
I
we
was gonna
talking
say,
about? My dumbass made me lose my train of thought.
Stevie Wonder being on a
Stevie
Take
Wonder
Care
on Take
record.
Care,
I was
yes.
going to say that I knew Travis and Stevie Wonder had been working together, but I didn't look at any of the features before the album came out. I listened to it completely raw dog with no intel on
Was it Take Care or was it Nothing Was the Same? Stevie's on a Drake track.
To be honest, I don't know.
On the two. On
But
one of those two
I was listening, and I'm hearing this harmonica. I'm like, is that fucking Stevie?
That's fucking Stevie, boy.
I'm like, they got Stevie in there, don't they? They got old Stevie playing the harmonica in there, and oh man,
Doing It Wrong.
doing it wrong. Is that which?
It's on Take Care.
What are you saying, Arshan? I can't hear what Arshan's saying. I got a pit stain. That's fine, man. I don't mind.
Wow. That
Nah.
was
it's-
unnecessary.
We're sitting here. We're figuring out.
Drake even samples the Stevie Wonder harmonica from Doing It
Is
Wrong.
it a sample?
No.
So you remade the.
No.
He remade.
No. Stevie was in the studio. He slaps on the harmonica on Doing It Wrong. Drake samples that harmonica on another song later.
Okay.
It was either Scorpion or it was the one right before, More Life.
Oh, views.
No, not Views. Maybe Views. I don't know.
What a
I
time
don't
to be alive
really
would be before that.
keep track. But
Okay. Oh, huh. I know this record, but I didn't. Oh, that sounds very nice. I never knew that was Stevie.
that sounds very nice.
It does.
NPR. This
I
is Jason Bentley with Morning Becomes Eclectic.
no, I mean, was this good usage of Stevie Wonder?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kid
In fact,
Cudi.
Kid Cudi did not deliver.
No, really?
Really.
Oh, I liked Kid
Play
Cudi.
me
on
Cudi.
this.
Play me Cudi. Let me hear it again.
I mean, he's right in the beginning. He's just
It's just the hums? Is it just the hums?
He hums throughout, and he's kind of, you know what? At the end though, he
Does he have a verse?
no, he does not have a verse. He
Okay,
doesn't
then
have
I
any
am
lyrics.
incorrect, and I take that statement back.
He just hums, and I can't.
No, that's James Blake.
No, I know, but this is another just very atmospheric sound you get from Travis. That it's like, you know, it's just the melodicness of it, and like the the high reverb and kind of like minimalistic production that is, it just really makes Travis shine.
Yeah,
and what really makes him
I don't
one
know
of the
what
most,
I was thinking when I said Cudi doesn't.
You take that back?
Yeah, because
You're
for some
fli-
reason
you're-
I thought he had a verse.
You're Mitt Romney
and-
flip flopping.
And yeah, I'm flip flopping. And for some reason I thought he had a verse, and it was just so immemorable that it was just like he didn't slap. But no, I'm wrong.
Yeah, I definitely thought he
I can be
delivered.
wrong. I'm human.
And James Blake delivered. And
100%.
to be honest, James Blake was, in my opinion, the best one on this. I also like the harmonica, but I think James Blake was the most interesting part on this record.
Yeah, there's only so far a harmonica could take you. It's only
Yeah.
so far an instrument can take you.
Yeah.
When you're singing like that and you have that atmospheric appeal, then yeah. James Blake made the track.
James Blake made the track. So that one, if we're cutting off records, I'm keeping. It's not going anywhere. It's staying right there. It fits in perfectly with the album, I feel. And it's a great prelude to No Bystanders,
Which I love.
which I love. Okay. Side note: how the hell did Juice WRLD end up on a Travis Scott album?
Who cares?
No. I'm genuinely curious.
Okay,
because this
well,
guy has the
maybe,
most interesting come up to me. He has
Maybe it was Wasted, or maybe it was Lucid Dream,
No,
or maybe it was an hour freestyle.
Yeah, I mean those are all, of course, very dope things. But
Yeah.
But I always kind of see. I mean, I kind of assume that Ye, like Travis, similar to Ye, works with people he's like very close with. Anyone you see on Ye's albums I feel like are not random. He's like has well established relationships with and has like connections with. And I always kind of felt like Travis Scott kind of took the same route.
But
there's no
when
way
you say that,
Travis and
when you
Juice
say
WRLD
that,
have known each other longer than a fucking like
do you
a
say
month
that
or two.
with the premise that they were friends before their first feature on a Kanye song, like Justin Vernon, Bon Iver?
No, I guess. I mean, but yeah,
A relationship's got to
yeah.
start somewhere.
No, you're right. And the story with that is they just like randomly called him and invited him out
Travis
to Hawaii.
knows that Juice WRLD is on a strong exponential come up.
I do think that Juice WRLD it just has very good. I mean, and more power to him. Has very good label backing. That I think he got. I know he signed like I think it was like $2 million or $3 million deal
wow,
to
good for
Columbia.
him.
Yeah, and all of a sudden I'm seeing this guy appear everywhere. Like I mean, he has a top 5 record.
But these songs are slaps.
Lucid Dreams is cool. Lucid
You don't
Dreams
like
is
Wasted?
Cool.
I
Wasted
did get
is
tired
alright.
of Wasted.
Wasted
It did
is
get very
alright.
repetitive because of the chorus, but I think
It's alright.
Uzi slaps on that.
But yeah, I mean, just like that, he's getting an Uzi feature. You know,
yeah,
it does feel a little
I see
inorganic to
but
me.
Uzi's for the youngins.
Uzi is for the youngins. I mean, he's a prodigy of Uzi, or like he's a product of Uzi.
Yeah.
You know, he's kind of like a Uzi and Post Malone combined. Anyways, No Bystanders is great. It's
Sheck
West, Juice WRLD, Sheck West, produced by.
Can you make that a? Can you?
I
You should have made that.
You know what?
A fucking sound clip or
I
soundboard, whatever you call
I
it.
need to make that into a sample.
Fuck the club up.
I'll have that next time. But
Sorry for your ears.
No Bystanders is great, and it's produced by Wonder Girl, Jezen, 808 Mafia, and Mike Dean. And Wonder Girl is like a staple in Travis Scott's career. Of course, his biggest hit, Antidote.
Yeah.
So it's only right that he works with
Yeah.
her again because
And when you got 808, you're
anyone in the 808
anybody on 808
808
is gonna-
motherfucking Mafia.
it's gonna kill.
So No Bystanders
Do you
is great.
see this, Larry David?
That's his manager, right? Young Larry David. I always see him on Instagram, but I never know I think it's his manager. What are you looking at there?
It says, "God damn you, rap genius."
fake news.
It's referring to the Larry David.
What is?
It has production credits. It says Larry David
Where on what?
on Rap Genius
No, but for which record?
for this record
For No Bystanders.
for No Bystanders.
Really?
And you click on Larry David, and it comes up with popular producer of Seinfeld. And they don't say Curb. But that's also a good soundboard.
Yeah. Next record, Skeletons, featuring Tame Impala, The Weeknd.
Wait, I feel like we just kind of
Skipped over No Bystanders.
yeah.
What do you have more to say about it? I feel like there's not.
I have to
be
say
honest, it fits
that
in.
when
It's,
I
to me,
played
it's-
this, I run. I'm gonna do a little shout out to
Do
my
it. Do it.
promos.
Shout them out.
So
Shout 'em
Grand
out.
AC is a clothing company. It's an athletic clothing company. They have a run club every Saturday. Ooh!
Shout out to running.
Shout out to running. Just got back into it because I got out of an injury, or got the okay from a doctor from an injury.
Because you need to look good for those Tinder hookups.
Oh yeah, and I had to stop in the middle of my 3-mile run and start jumping around and headbanging to No Bystanders.
It's one of those records.
It's one of those records.
It's definitely the biggest. There's maybe one other, but it's a banger.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's high energy. It's,
Yeah.
I think it fits in nicely. To me, it's not a standout, but it fits in nicely. It's not part of the fat that I would trim.
Right.
But
I agree. Continue.
Skeletons. You want me to play Skeletons? I'm about to play.
You play.
Yeah. I'm gonna. It's a very interesting record. I want to show of course, the intro. I think what's best about it is just how Pharrell Williams and The Weeknd are used in that. Like, I even have here, go ahead and put it up there. Just the beat, and I mean, of course, it's Tame Impala. It's like psychedelic rock. It's
Name the credits on this.
Yeah. Featuring featuring Tame Impala, The Weeknd, Pharrell. And I love like the minimalistic singing from like Pharrell, like the background right there. You know what, to be honest, that's like gonna be like probably my next Instagram caption.
But
it's like swimming
those-
in the ocean.
Those guys were not listed as features, were they?
There's no
They were
features.
listed
There's
as
no features.
additional vocals or something. Yeah, additional
I'm just
vocals.
looking. I took all the production credits from Tidal, and they're listed as features on Tidal. And if you look at the production credits,
Okay,
but no, there's no listed features on
right.
the album.
And the
which is
official
part of the
credits
aesthetic.
have not been released. Correct.
Really?
Right? I was asking you.
No. Oh, you're asking me? No, I believe they were.
Okay.
It's not like Yay Business, which they get like a couple weeks later. Like they
Because
yeah.
Ye's still throwing names on to get some more money.
Yeah,
on it.
Ye's album could be like upgraded tomorrow. If we're, it's a living, breathing piece of art.
piece of art.
But anyways, Skeletons is one of the most standout records of me. It's got that atmospheric sound I like. It's got that thing that makes Travis Scott really cool. It's really like it's not a rap record at all.
No.
This is not a rap record. You would not play this like at any rap function.
No.
This is a record that has that's produced by Tame Impala. Some guy who makes psychedelic rock in
There's
Australia.
not some guy.
No, not some guy.
He's-
Of course.
he's Tame Impala.
He's Tame Impala. Yeah, of course. He's a legend in his
field.
In his field, and he does such a. I feel like this is what makes Travis Scott special. Is that you're not gonna see this.
Talk about atmospheric.
Yeah, just everything with how he's like using a psychedelic rock. Psychedelic. Excuse my accent. He's using a psychedelic, like fused. I don't even want to call it a beat, because it's more like it's like I think it's instruments. But
Yeah.
and this is what really makes Travis Scott special, is because you're not going to hear this on really anyone else's, modern artist albums, because this is just so different. And I think he executes it really well. And to me, the way Pharrell and Weeknd are used are, very minimally, just do such a great job. I just really enjoy Pharrell saying, it's like swimming in the ocean, with like high reverb and
Seriously, Willie, you need to get on some Travis vocals.
I've
bro.
always been great at impressions, and I think it's fantastic, man. What do you think?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. This is definitely one
But-
of the standouts.
Not in my top 5.
It's not in your top 5, but it's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
This is
That-
easily
that-
in my top
That
5.
goes to show. Okay, since I'm doing a dynamic top 5, what did I say? I said stargazing.
You said stargazing.
I
You said
said
R.I.P. Screw.
R.I.P.
You
Screw.
said sicko mode.
No.
Did
Did
you
I?
not say sicko mode?
I'll throw-
You're
I
supposed to
know-
be moderating.
I know sicko mode will probably get bumped off.
Yeah.
So I'll throw it
I
on
think
there.
you may have said a.
R.I.P. Screw for sure. That's top 3. That's how I'm moving off the top 5.
Okay. You writing them down?
No bystanders is good, but not top
It's not
5.
my top 5, but it is good.
And then let me throw in Skeletons, and then let me throw in this next track before
Wake
we
Up.
even talk about it, because it might be one of my favorite tracks on the album.
Wake Up is another standout.
No, not might. Is one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah,
on the
I mean,
album.
if I know you're obviously a big Weeknd fan. And
Yeah.
this
But
is
that-
this
it-
is
honestly-
classic Weeknd.
honestly-
sound. This is classic Weeknd sound in this one.
Yeah, it is. And it's not even like the Weeknd that I just like. I think Travis really executes the song well.
Really,
Yeah.
Weeknd to me was the most standout.
Well, no. Stand out or not, I think, at the end of the day, it's a Travis song.
Yeah.
And Travis executed this well. Let's play a little Wake Up for a second,
Yeah.
if you want.
Yes. I have a little. There's
Okay, can we go back? Can we go back? Let
Your
me
favorite
put-
your favorite part here. What's
it's like a
it's
Arsh,
little
Arsh considers it a sped up vocal, chopped and screwed.
it's little things
It's
like that
very Weeknd sounding, but it's also very Houston sounding.
I'll go ahead and play it right now.
And here we go.
One more time. Just little finely tuned things like that, which seem so minuscule. Like
Get Me Hard.
yeah, same, dude. I got a boner right now.
Yeah.
It's things like that just what was it? The precise size.
No, it was excellent.
it's whatever Arshan's got.
Yeah.
And it's little things like that are so finely tuned
So finally, too.
that just make the record so interesting. It's not just, like a 4-bar beat. It's little like kind of, I don't want to say gimmicks, but they are a little bit of gimmicks just in the background that like kind of keep things interesting, that are like, whoa, that was that's pretty different. It's almost a little experimental.
Yeah. And Travis does his singing on this, and he really pushes himself to sound like The Weeknd, and Travis can do that with his auto-tune singing because he just can. He's done it a lot, and he killed it.
I didn't give the production credits, by the way. It's Wake Up featuring The Weeknd, produced by Frank Dukes, Wallace Lane, and Seven Thomas. And Frank Dukes is obviously
Seven Thomas is on a lot of these songs.
Seven Thomas, okay. And Frank Dukes is, an all-around mega producer.
Just to clarify, Seven Thomas did Work, that Rihanna song.
Frank Dukes did Havana
Yeah.
by Camila Cabello and Young Thug.
Seven hit a lot of Drake songs, but he's been all over the place. But I think his biggest tracks are Rihanna and Drake songs. Okay, so
All right.
we stopped it for a little bit
Just a second.
because our boy Arshan, Dr. Arsh,
We'll see you, brother.
is dipping.
See you soon.
Good seeing you, bro.
See you soon. I'll text you later, bro. Good luck with your future wifey. And let me know if she has any friends.
Yo, they say bros before hoes, but that's wifey.
Yeah, no,
Not a hoe.
he's got a very nice girl on the horizon, so
Yes,
he-
yes.
He definitely should. That's probably a better offer to
We'll probably cut this out.
to go hang out with her rather than just drink beers with your boys. So you
Okay.
should definitely do that. But
And
Yeah.
we may get invited as well.
yeah, we
If-
make it if
if
there's
she
enough
has
friends. If there's enough friends. We might have plans after this.
Okay, so we're gonna hop into
next record after
the
Wake
track
Up.
that's going to kick sicko mode off of
5%
my top 5% tint.
Classic Goody Mob sample. Classic Goody Mob
That's
sample.
a stank face, boy.
Stank face.
That's a stank face.
It is a stank face, dude. That's that Houston sound. That's the Houston sound
That's
that you get
that
on sicko mode.
dirty.
It's, dude. That's you
Dirty.
can do nothing other than
FKI
just
first.
fucking bang your head to that shit.
FKI first.
It's the same producer as my other favorite record, R.I.P. Screw. I wonder if that guy's from Texas because he's doing a lot of like Texas
I hope
sound.
he's a Houston boy.
Yeah, I mean,
I
well,
hope
he's-
they put Houston back on the map because they've been asleep.
He's giving
since
Houston
bit.
the sound. Yeah. Yeah. 5% Tent is definitely another standout. It's a fun record. It's not atmospheric, but it's definitely a lot more. It's gonna go off in the clubs.
It's the necessary slap.
He needs it. It's gonna be on the radio.
Dirty.
Let me make sure this is recording. It is recording. It's gonna go on the radio. It's this could be a single. Who's that creeping out my window? It's almost, dare I say it, the antidote of the album. Is it the antidote of the album?
Antidote was playing on the radio more than anything before Rodeo.
No, Antidote came out before
Rodeo.
before Rodeo, of course. But will it go down as like similar feel, like because it's got
Antidote is more of a build up and then drop kind of banger. You know,
it's got that, but it's got that Travis Scott sound that he's famous for. But it's also got that, like oh, this is a rap joint,
Right.
Like it's got that rap influence.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of this song, and I've listened to the song a bunch since
as
it
well.
came out, and I'm not sick of it at all. It's so catchy. Who's that creeping out my window?
Killer. Killer. Wait. I don't think the crowd.
Straight up. Yeah, I'm
Straight up.
I mean, this outro is very cool on this record. Like it's and I'm not playing. I don't have it queued up, but it's different. I watched it. I was watching his Lollapalooza live stream on Thursday night.
Wait, if this is can you play it?
You want me
If
to
this
play
is the outro, I'm thinking of this might be.
You mean the outro?
That's what I said.
Yeah. Oh, it sounded like you said Astro.
This is the outro.
Can't hear you.
Also, Wolves vibe.
Yeah. Very. Yeah. Yeah. Very much classic Travis sound mixed with
Very Houston I'm off that lean.
It has that I'm off that lean sound. It has that like slowed down low voice that you hear A$AP Rocky use, because A$AP Rocky is very much inspired by Houston. It has that, you know, like DJ Screw sound, and it has that sound that Travis Scott's been using since Alfaro days.
Yeah.
Even before pre that. And I mean, it's just a dope record. It's a dope record.
10 out of 10.
To me, it's it stays. It's It's not my top 5, but
It's my top 5.
I definitely like it better than
one of the top 5s that is gonna stay there, I think.
I definitely like it better than No Bystanders, and I like No Bystanders a lot. It's in my, because I have my top 5, and then I have my others that are like, okay, those are good, because you're not gonna have an album that's filled with, you know, like every single smash, like,
Of course.
but you're gonna have supporters, and this is a great supporter.
Sorry, that was an accident.
No, it's all good. And I like this song. Now the next one, NC-17, featuring
This is, I think,
featuring 21 Savage and produced by Boy Wonder and Cub Beats.
this I think will knock Skeletons off my top 5.
You know, it was called. You know what the record was originally titled, right?
I do not.
What you did yesterday, Cryogenic. That's what it was originally called, Cryogenic.
I heard the name Cryogenic
Yeah,
was
yeah.
supposed to be on the album.
Yeah, this is Cryogenic.
This would be dope. I like NC-17 because it refers to the rating of, like, is it television rating?
Yeah, film rating.
Film rating,
yeah.
NC-17, but cryo works as well. And
Yeah, no, it's dope. I don't really know why it's called Cryogenic, to be honest. It's
maybe
kind of the opposite.
maybe they had like a chorus that they scrapped.
Kind of the opposite of the Sauna Talk. The exact opposite.
Cryo Talk.
We're Cryo Talk now.
This short is brought to you by Cryo Talk.
Exactly. I mean, it's cool. And 21 Savage has a fucking line that literally.
I just realized I'm doodling here.
Doodling's good, dude.
I gave the balls a bow
You know what? Now
on
it's
accident.
you wrap it up. You give it a gift, and
I got someone to give it to.
You say it was great. This Tinder date was great, and I'm gonna give you a little bow and a gift, and here's a little Christmas gift for you.
A big bow.
Well, I mean, big in comparison to those tiny balls, bro.
How do I respond to that?
Push. How do you respond? Anyways,
I think 21 slaps on this.
21 Savage has a line that made me laugh.
Oh, the ending of his verse.
Nutted on her face.
Nutted
call
on
her
her
baby
face.
face.
No.
Now I call her baby face.
Butched.
Yeah, it's Butch. But
Nutted on her cheek. Her new nickname is Babyface. 21.
why is that so
Why
funny?
is 21 not a sound?
Why is that so
Why is that not funny?
I got, you know what? I'm adding that to my
Wait,
list.
pause. Why is that not funny, bro?
I don't know why that's
All
so
of
good.
us come from cum, bro. Come on.
No, but there's some. Okay. None of us would be here without cum. It's one
None
of those
of
lines
us
where
would
it's
be
like
here
I
without
know
cum.
I know why that's funny. Like it's just funny. But just something about the way he delivered like the nutted on her face, called her baby face. There's just something about that.
Yeah.
Straight
up.
Whoops,
That was an accident, but I fuck with it. And preceding that line is a line that kind of confuses me. Maybe you can explain it. Your bitch gave the Kid Cudi, but I'm not signed to Ye.
I think that was just
Just playing around with names.
Yeah. I don't really know what getting Cudi is.
Sex.
Is that what getting Cudi is?
Cudi, like Cutty, and he's doing the play on words with Kid Cudi.
Okay, no, I understand. Obviously, it's a play on words with Kid Cudi,
No,
but is that what I've never
Cutty.
I've never been like, yo, I just Cuddied this chick.
Bitch gave the Cudi.
Okay.
But him not signed to Ye.
So wait. Can
Am I allowed to say that
what?
after coming every single time?
What?
You gave me the Cudi, but I'm not signed to Ye. To the girl. I'm talking about to the girl.
I don't know. You just gotta ask these lucky
Um,
Tinder girls, dude. You just be like, hey, that was some pretty good Cudi. Thanks for that.
That is some pretty good Cudi.
Can you be like, can you give Cudi or can you only get Cudi? Like, is it like I don't give top, but I can get top. I mean, you could give top, but is it like that?
If you fuck with giving top.
no, but okay, but I'm talking about how my life.
2018 we're accepting.
No, sure. But I'm saying like if like is that what it like can what is I don't know what Cudi is like getting Cudi. I guess I mean from what you said it's sex, but I never heard that as a slang for it until
Neither
now.
have I.
Anyways,
I'm reading off of
A Rap Genius.
yes.
Bro, I don't know if I've always believed Rap Genius.
I believe him for the most part.
For the most part.
What made me skeptical about them was that shit cray. When they believed it was referring to a man named Cray, and it was like some sort of, I don't fucking know. I'm not going to even give any more information on that.
Genius is community edited.
Yes.
It is community
It
edited.
is community edited.
They do have official annotations, but it is community edited.
It's from the people for
yeah,
the
yeah,
people.
exactly. But anyone can edit something, so it's hard. We're only 3-4 days into Astroworld, so I don't know if I'm fully in it. Because I saw on Sicko Mode, this is very particular to me. People are saying Drake shouts out Valley Circle, which is about 2-minute drive from where we are right now.
Now people are gonna come kill us.
That's fine, dude. Pull up.
Pull up to Will's. It's on site.
And no, but did he shout out Valley Circle? Someone said that on Apple Music lyrics, it says Valley Circle, but on Genius it didn't say Valley Circle.
Okay,
on
so
Circle
I trust Genius more than Apple.
Do you? Okay.
I've read both of them on a lot of songs, and Apple butchers them.
Arshawn was saying he shouted out Valley Circle.
I'm pretty sure.
It sounds like Valley Circle.
I'm pretty sure.
I thought
Apple,
it was too. That's why I went to check.
Apple uses an artificial intelligence listening system, but it's also humanly edited. So if it doesn't sound too ridiculous, then the person's not going to change it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that is also not confirmed. Leave it in the comments if you know something.
Okay, so NC-17, is this in your top 5? This is in your top 5.
It kicks Skeletons off.
Okay.
And
oof.
And
wow.
In a couple songs, NC-17 is about to get kicked down to number 6.
Next record, Astro Thunder, produced by Travis Scott, Frank Dukes, John Mayer, and Thundercat, the jazz musician. Travis Scott, obviously. What?
John Mayer. That's all I have to say.
It's cool.
It was not.
Cool.
It was not my favorite song.
It's
on the
cool.
album,
Yeah, it's alright. It's alright.
but I like it.
It's alright.
8 out of 10?
If I had to cut 3 of them, this would be the 4th one to cut. This would be the 4th one to cut.
Okay, that didn't make sense because you said if I had to.
I'm saying like if I had to get rid of 3
if
and
you
then
had to get rid of 4,
and then
this would be
exactly
the
this would be the
last
next
cut,
one.
yeah.
Like if I had to get rid of 3 and then the chopping block was up next
Yeah.
for the after that following that it would be this one.
Right.
Not much to say about
say
this.
the credits again. I wasn't listening.
Travis Scott, Frank Dukes, John Mayer, Thundercat, all very big names. Of course, Travis Scott, Frank Dukes, big rap producer, big pop music producer. John Mayer, no need to give him an introduction. And Thundercat, a jazz legend. You know, frequently collaborates with Flylo, Kendrick Lamar.
Bad, not good.
He did they? Is that what?
It's a listed producer.
Huh.
But
okay, well, I'm looking at the title credits, and
I do trust Tidal a little more.
Because
they're an official streaming service.
Yeah.
Not a community.
Bad Not Good collaborates frequently with Thundercat, but he's not a member of them.
Okay, so maybe he was there. And
no, Bad Not Good is a group. I don't think it would.
No, because it says Maddie of Bad.
Oh.
So he's probably there on site.
It's on site. Astro Thunder is interesting though. The guitar sounds nice. It reminds me of the Frank Ocean record on Channel Orange that has John Mayer on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it.
on
my own.
Yeah, do
not
it.
Not for the crowd.
Sorry. I would have liked to hear John Mayer sing.
Yeah.
But I mean, his guitar's cool. I mean, it's like on Channel Orange where you don't hear him.
Yeah,
you hear his guitar. I
mean,
he's an amazing guitarist.
Honestly,
better guitars than he is singer.
Yeah,
some
I was
people
just
would
about to say that. Probably the guitarist of our generation.
Definitely, he's up there. I mean, he's on tour with the Grateful Dead now. Like, it's like that's like essentially carrying the torch.
Yeah. Okay.
It's cool.
So let's
go
cool. on.
Yeah. Next record, Yosemite. This is the banger.
This kicks NC-17 down to 6.
Wait. Before we get into this though, I want to play bits and pieces of the song. I want to play bits and pieces of the song.
Go for
I want to play. This is Travis on it. This is. Or sorry. This is Gunna. And when I first heard this song,
is what makes the song for me.
When I first heard this song, I was talking because you and I waited a few days before we talked about this. This is the first day we've talked about this. I told Arshawn, he was like, "Well, what's it like, the album?" I said, "There's no Thugger feature on it." And I was like, "But it does have his son on this," because I swear to God, I thought this was Thugger. This you could not tell me. I mean, he signed, and I found out he signed to YSL. But
hop off the jet. Barely get rich, catch through the mud.
So all right.
You selling run on my business,
Sounds pretty normal. I'm gonna play you a bit of Travis Scott's verse on this.
All right.
I'm gonna play you Travis Scott on this.
Now that I'm home, back off the road, we shut it down. Where they sold, checks on the
They both sound great right now.
Same flow.
I'm rocking to it. I hear them perfectly, and then I get to.
I know. what you're about
I
say.
get to this outro.
Probably the best part of this entire album. No. The best feature ever on a Travis Scott record.
And I'm gonna go ahead and play this, and you're gonna hear from himself. And
let's-
so you know what? I'm gonna play the first
Let's
two
get
just
really
very quickly.
quiet because we're gonna need to.
No, I'm gonna play first. This is just so you can hear the levels on this. This is gonna.
It's on my neck, dollars big hits, hop off a chick. Barely
Aryan's on the mic right now. He's holding the mic
No,
towards.
I'm not moving the mic
he's-
away on this part, so it's not because of me.
So
that
this
this
is
is
the
going to
microphone
sound
is
like
the exact rated. So that was gonna. This is Travis,
Now that I'm home, back off the road, we shut it down. Where they sold.
and now I'm gonna play you good old Navs. I'm gonna play you Navs verse, and his microphone is held at the exact level. And
Just
here
play
it is. Here it is.
the flame on the island, but the cash gonna
In case you missed it, one more time. This is Nav on Yosemite.
The flame on the island, but the cash gonna hop on a Learjet. Got powder every color, and I got CC's, yeah.
So I read a tweet that he was grounded. And he was trying to send he couldn't go to the stew, so he had to quietly rap his verse, and then he sent it.
Dude, all the memes are fire.
Confirmed?
I read one that he recorded it off his Nintendo DS. Like, I saw once where it was like my mom said, like the Weeknd said, like it was, you know that meme where the little girl, it's like my mom says you have to do this, where they Photoshop the Weeknd's face and it says like you have to have a Nav's verse or else I'm not gonna let you use any of my verses. And it's the Weeknd saying
I saw
it.
that. Yeah. That's Cardi B. That's Cardi B meme. That
No.
little girl is Cardi B. Yeah.
That's Cardi B.
Which makes it so much funnier.
That's my mind fucking exploding. That's Cardi B.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man! She was destined. No wonder she's the fucking biggest superstar on the planet right now, man. She was destined. I mean, that's wow. I didn't know that was Cardi B. Anyways, this song is flames. He's pulling up the Cardi B. This song is flames. I mean, there's no other way to say it. The song is flames.
Yeah.
It's one of the bangers.
That gonna. So what I believe, living, breathing art, is that they're gonna fix Nav's verse.
So it was a mistake. Was it a mistake?
I don't know,
You think they're gonna update it?
but it could be a mistake. And if it was, they're gonna update it. Or if not, they're gonna be real as fuck and keep that meme, because they know it's a meme now.
I literally don't understand it. Why is he so quiet? I mean, to be honest, I didn't even really focus on it too much. I heard it and I thought it was Gunna. I didn't realize it was Nav.
Is he literally quiet?
It's a short verse,
But yeah,
it's the outro. And
it's. So let me put it this way: Nav's best song is "Beebs on the Trap."
I don't agree with that.
You don't agree? If
I'm a
Arsh was
Nav
here,
fan,
he would agree with me.
Yeah, Arsh. I know
But,
Arshan's a big fan.
I am a Nav fan as well, but I still say that with 100% confidence. That song slaps, and he produced it, and he kills it on the vocals, and I was disappointed to find out that this song was not going to be produced by Nav. And
It's good though. It does sound like another
no,
Gunna song.
But I was also pumped because the song slaps. And
Wait,
this
did you
is
know
my top
Nav
5.
was gonna be on it before you heard it?
At this point of the first listen through, I looked up the credits.
So Nav wasn't a surprise.
No.
Okay. So
Well, Nav wasn't a surprise on the album because one of Nav's people tweeted that
maybe Cash XO or
someone less important than Cash
okay.
on XO.
Yeah.
Or
So
maybe just a part of Nav's crew who's not even part of XO.
I had no clue Nav was gonna be on this album, but when I
But
heard
you were surprised.
I was surprised. Well, I didn't even know it was Nav at first when I heard it. I mean,
don't
I thought
think
maybe
anybody
because
did.
I know Nav like posted out the Astroworld cover when before it dropped, so I was thinking maybe he'd be on it. But then,
Right.
But then when I heard this, I thought it was the same guy. I thought it was Gunna at the beginning. But I mean, it was. it's an interesting verse. Love playing on an island. Like,
Who produced this?
who produced this? That's
Turbo,
right. Let's see what it says. June James and Turbo. Yes,
Yep.
It's got 2 producers. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, the Navs. The song is fire. The song is fire. And Gunna and Travis sound like Young Thug. They sound like Young Thug's children's, which is fine. Travis and Young Thug take influence from each other, so that's perfectly fine. There's no problem
And
there.
Young Thug is everyone's father, so it's okay.
Oh, I mean, Young Thug and Travis came up together.
Yeah.
So that's they both kind of hit mainstream success, or at least like they both
And I'm
have
excited.
established their own audience. in
Yeah,
2014.
and I'm excited to hear Slime Language when he decides to drop that.
His debut
I'm also
album.
excited to hear Eternal Atake because there's rumors from
Young
that
Thug.
cover art that he posted that it is a collaboration album.
Okay, so this next record, Can't Say. This, I'm gonna give a hot take right now.
You don't like it.
No. I love this song.
I love
this
this song. And Don Toliver is
I don't know if you
signed
heard-
to Cactus Jack.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard. I was playing the song in my boombox when I was shy when we got here.
I heard it.
This is the Beebs of
His
the Trap.
boombox. Yes, he owns a boombox.
Yeah, I do.
This is 1995.
This is the Beebs of the Trap on the album.
Yeah.
Meaning
Play
the
this shit, bro.
the guest feature upstages the main artist and just does an outs and
Well, in the sense that
They
Beebs
both
of the
came
Trap
through.
was probably a Nav song that he played for Travis and Travis asked and bought it. I believe the same for Don.
well, that's possible. But it just more like it's an artist I've never heard. Because I didn't know Don Toliver
And
until
we didn't
today.
know Nav. for
Yeah,
Beebs.
and I didn't know Nav until Beebs on the Trap. And when I've heard this, I'm like, whoa, this is flames. And wow, he had a better performance
Yeah.
than Travis on his own album. I'm gonna go ahead and play this.
You can't save, I'm not enough. Smoking hella weed, I'm on that alcohol.
I mean, he had a major task.
Yeah.
He had a major task of being on an album that's been hyped up for the last fucking 2.5 years, and he delivered. I mean, this was and he did a better performance than Travis did. I've been listening to this song so much since it came out because this is like, I mean, there's no way this guy isn't gonna blow up in 2019. 2019 is gonna be the year of this guy because this shit is it's so much fire. I love his voice. It's very Young Thug influence, but it does have a little bit of its own take to it.
I'm thinking. I'm not talking because I'm trying to figure out which song's about to get knocked off for this top 5.
What's the top 5 so far?
I got Stargazing. This is not in any order. I got Stargazing, R.I.P. Screw, Wake Up, Yosemite, 5% in.
I would take off Stargazing.
I was Stargazing
I would take
is
that.
one I'm filtering them. Stargazing is one that I might take off.
It's hard. I
It
mean,
is
it's a good album. It's a good album. I think it's better than Birds. I'm gonna say that right now. I think it's better than Birds.
I agree.
Yeah, it's definitely better than Birds, and I like.
I'm
Birds a
gonna-
lot. It's better than Birds, which is
I'm
it's
gonna
good.
do
It's what
that.
he needed.
I'm gonna do what you're saying.
Take off Stargazing
Yeah.
and put
Yeah.
can't say. Okay, this next one. Who what?
Slaps. You don't like it, but slaps.
I don't dislike it. It could be taken off. This is the next record I would take off. This is the second. And speaking of take off, he has the best verse on this song. Yeah. Offset was left off, which is fine. And it's just Quavo and Takeoff. And
Offset's in jail, wasn't he?
what? A few years ago, bro. You
Who
think
told me that?
Offset's not in jail.
Nah, I'm stupid for saying that. He just posted a photo of Cardi B and 2 Lambos.
Yeah, you just had a kid, man. Shout out to culture.
That doesn't mean anything.
That's true.
But it's the post of the 2 Lambos with them 2 sitting on
I guess Offset couldn't be there that day, but Quavo and Takeoff do their thing, and Takeoff has a flame verse. But if I'm being honest, this sounds like a Huncho Jack leftover.
I was literally going to say that.
It sounds like a Huncho Jack leftover.
Yeah.
which is all right.
And the thing
it would have been one of the better tracks on Huncho
This song
Jack.
slaps.
It's alright.
It slaps.
I'm a DJ, and I don't know how much.
But I
I'm
would take
playing
it
this
off.
song, to be honest.
It slaps, but I would take it off.
If I'm DJing a party, I'm only playing this song.
But it is very Huncho Jack sounding.
It's very Huncho Jack song. I'm only playing the song.
This is Huncho Jack featuring.
Not even on first request.
Take off.
this song has got to be. They gotta have had to request it once, and then I don't play it, and then 30 minutes later they come and they're like, "You gonna play it?" And then I'll play it. This isn't the
Really?
song.
I wouldn't.
No. I mean, just like. I mean, sometimes you gotta play it if they're requesting.
I like
But
how Travis starts the song though.
It's alright.
He tries. No, I like how he like introduces into the song and.
This is random, but you know what else I found was funny, and I wrote this in my notes. I didn't say this on the track a couple records ago. NC-17 with 21 Savage. I just thought it was funny that Kylie Jenner and 21 Savage have a history. No, remember back in the day, 21 Savage was saying he's gonna pull up on that dude Tyga.
No.
He's gonna pull up on Tyga.
Bro,
I remember 21 Savage.
Unconfirmed.
I remember 21 Savage specifically tweeting like he's about to pull up on Tyga and steal his chick.
Okay, what does that have to do with an actual fling?
No, I'm saying it's just funny that he's not saying that to the baby daddy. he's not saying that to her new man.
That's because the baby daddy's a respectable artist.
hey, Tyga got a hit. Tyga got a hit right now.
A hit.
Tyga
got a hit.
He's got 2 hits. He's got one
in his entire career.
No. Come on, man. I mean, but he's got a couple hits right now.
Hustle,
He's most improved rapper of the year. That song's Flames. That song's Flames. And the song with Iggy Azalea is Flames.
Okay, so next song.
Next song. There's not much to say.
So the reason I like the who what whatever like how Travis starts it off and then like kind of drops like heard they talking shit about me like who what when why and then you just drop.
This is my least listened to track.
This
one.
Okay, so
I've listened to the album accumulatively probably 6 times.
You're talking about who what?
Who what? Yeah, that's my least listened. This next one.
Let me say something about Butterfly Effect. So Travis is not ghost to releasing a single or just releasing a random song and then like a year later throwing it on the album. He ended Birds with Wonderful. Probably agreed between the both of us, one of his lazy moves.
Wonderful wasn't a year old though. I will give him that. Butterfly Effect is over a year old. Wonderful came out. I remember on New Year's of 2015 because I went to your New Year's party.
Okay, 9 months.
9 months, yeah.
9 months is just as long.
Butterfly Effect was a year and a half later.
Okay, and going into the album and looking at the track list, I was disappointed to see that and not watch. But then listening through the album, I'm glad Watch didn't make it, and I'm glad Butterfly Effect is on it. Watch does not fit the album, and Butterfly Effect
I agree with that.
The sonic
Butterfly Effect.
It's sonically perfect.
You know what?
On this album.
Butterfly Effect fits the theme.
It fits the theme.
100%.
It is Astroworld.
It's a song. It's you know what? And I definitely changed my mind once I heard it in the context of the album. When I heard it a year and a half ago, I was like, this shit is trash. It's 100.
You didn't like Butterfly Effect? I like Butterfly Effect.
It's whatever, man.
I liked Butterfly Effect.
Nah.
I still like it, but I skipped it through the listens, and I'll skip it like halfway through. But it's the album. It can't say the same for Wonderful.
I will say it fits the album, but it's not a song I'll listen to. I don't like it personally. It seems very generic. It would have fit great on Huncho Jack. And
that is one of the songs I would drop.
Yeah. That's the third. Thank you for reminding me. That's the third record I would drop. It would be Carousel, Who What, and Butterfly Effect.
Yeah.
And
disagree with Carousel, but yeah. Who What, Butterfly Effect.
Butterfly Effect, I mean, there's nothing really new to be said about it. You know, Murder Beats, it's a little generic, but it does fit the album more than Watch would have.
Yeah.
Which was the lead single coming up to Astroworld.
Yeah. I'm kind of disappointed Uzi didn't make the album cut, but I'm glad Watch didn't. So if that makes sense, I'd rather have another Uzi verse or chorus on this album. Maybe that Gunna could have been Uzi as well.
Uzi would have fit well on Yosemite.
But I love Gunna.
I mean, Uzi would have fit well on a lot of these records.
Yeah, seriously.
He would have fit well on No Bystanders.
Seriously.
But next record, Houston of Fornication. Did I pronounce that kind of?
I think you added an I somewhere.
Houston Fornication. Houston of Fornication. Because
it was originally
originally
me some Houston Fornication.
Did you hear the leak of this?
No.
It was called Vacation. He goes, I might need me a vacation, Californication. So he originally said Californication, and when he played it,
He probably got copyright issues on that.
no, I think he just wanted to shout out Houston. I doubt Californication because the TV show, which I watched recently, it's pretty good. I don't think
Promo.
yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't think they own the term. I don't think you could, because he's like, the show Friends is copyrighted.
Well, actually, they don't.
And you could say the
And
word
Fun
Friends.
fact. That's different. Friends is such a... Like, Californication is a word that they
But
created.
they didn't. No, they didn't create
But,
that word.
sorry, they didn't create it. Red Hot Chili Peppers did.
Yeah, exactly.
And, in fact, Red Hot Chili Peppers sued them
Really? Huh?
because they put Californication as the intro track without getting
Oh,
rights.
really?
Yeah. Stupid move. Amateur move.
It's pretty big for Showtime.
Very
Pretty
big
big
for
fuck
Showtime.
up.
Anyway. Houston Fornication. What are your thoughts?
It's a cool record. It's
That sums up my entire thing.
it's
kind of tough to listen to.
It's yeah. I mean, I guess if I was cut off,
only because
if I was
it is
if I
track
had to cut off,
16 out of 17.
so if I guess it'd be the 5th record I'd cut off, to be honest.
Yeah.
Or it's tied with 4th.
Okay.
Because it is a little,
Whatever. Yeah.
it's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad. It's if it came on, you play.
Album-worthy?
That's a good question. Is it album worthy?
Could
I
have been a
don't know.
Days Before Astroworld song.
It could have been, because he dropped some Lucy's on Dot Wave Radio, and one of the Lucy's part time, I believe, was
Better than a few songs.
yeah,
on
better
this
than a
album.
few songs on
And
Astroworld.
I want you to play part time when we finish this.
Yeah, I
for the
totally will.
people.
Houston Fornication was is produced by Seven Thomas and Wallace Lane, by the way, and
No features.
no features, and it's all right.
One of the 3 songs with no features.
Wow, is it really that little? Wow,
Yeah.
that's yeah.
So we got Stargazing. We have, I guess, Butterfly Effect is also another
Yeah.
one. So it's 3, and then 5% Tint has no feature.
Yeah.
So 4 songs.
And
out of
Astro
17.
Thunder.
5 songs out of 17.
Yeah. And then Coffee Bean.
Is there? I thought
No,
I'm tripping.
But that's the next record we're gonna review, and I have a lot to say about this one actually. I have a lot to say about Coffee Bean.
Coffee Bean.
Coffee Bean, produced by, we were talking about it earlier, 1985. Remember I told you he's got it. You were wondering his name. I was like, what's his name? I was like, he works with Drake frequently. He's got a number in his name. 1985.
Like most producers.
Yeah, 1985. This, for the casual listener of Travis Scott, is probably the most interesting song. If you're just a casual rap fan, this is probably the most interesting song because it's really different than anything he's done.
It's not a Travis beat.
It's not a Travis beat. It's not the type of beat you'd expect him to go over, but he makes it a Travis beat.
It makes it.
And I'm
such a good
gonna
song.
play you what is it he does? He
Plus I'm already a black dude.
wait. No, this is what I want to play.
I've been going through a lot behind this glass tent. Yeah.
So he does. He uses his voice in the background, like
Yeah.
this is on, like, and that's so. I've always had perfect pitch, man, and he somehow like transformed this beat into something else, and this is his 30 hours, by the way. This is Travis Scott's 30 hours. It's very introspective. It's very reflective. And you know what? I'm gonna play one other thing for you. Which go ahead and
it's his 30 hours mixed with Bound because it's also
a love
that
record.
love
But you know what?
record, yeah.
There's a part I want to play that kind of made me laugh, and then I realized I can't really laugh at this. So
Your family told you I'm a bad move. Plus I'm already a black dude.
what was that? Let me play that one more time.
Plus I'm already a black dude. Plus I'm already a black dude. Plus I'm already a black dude.
What is he?
He's already a black dude hanging with the Kardashian family. Seems like a major concern, huh?
So part time.
You know what? I'll be honest. When I heard that he said, plus I'm already a black dude, because he's with Kylie Jenner, I kind of was ready to roast his ass because I thought that was the most ridiculous shit I ever heard. And I'm thinking, why the fuck would anyone be concerned about being a black guy with the Kardashians? Because besides Scott Disick, have you ever seen a non-black man that any of them have been fucking with?
So
James Harden, Kanye West, Lamar Odom, A$AP Rocky.
Okay, wait.
There's more.
Stop.
There's a Ray J.
Rewind.
Tyga.
Lamar Odom.
What about him?
His life was ruined. He fell into
But
depression.
is that what he means? Is that what he means? Plus, I'm already a black dude.
I thought
it's
but
more
you
like.
can't say Lamar to save Travis calling himself a black dude.
No, I'm saying
But the
he's
thing
making
is,
it.
I'm not.
But here's the
I'm
thing.
saying he's not saying that line towards the family. He's saying more just like, oh, he's a bad move. He's a reckless guy. He's already a black dude. There's already racism in this world that we're in.
You know what? So at first, as I was saying, I was gonna roast his ass because I was like, that's the most absurd shit I've ever heard. They don't date anything but black guys. And you know what? I will be able to say I used to know Kendall and Kylie growing up. I went to elementary school with them, so this isn't just some random.
We have to fucking find that video again.
Yeah, I have a video with them.
And we're gonna post it on
Yeah,
our YouTube channel.
exactly.
Probably top 3 greatest movies I've ever seen.
It's a pretty good film, and Caitlin at the time was Bruce, and me and Bruce are in a film together. But what I was going to say is, I realized it's something.
Oh, and remember, Bruce had that line that kind of foreshadowed.
he goes, you could never be in Olympics. You're a woman. He said that to a girl in the film because there's an Olympic themed film, and he's like, but you're a woman. You could never be in the Olympics. And there was some weird delivery with it, but that's beside the point. I was gonna say that I realized it's something I'll never be able to understand. Him saying, plus I'm already a black dude. I'm thinking, I'm a middle class white guy. I can think like, dude, that's fucking ridiculous. What are you tripping over? Like, but I've never had
the way you premise that sentence.
It's true. I mean, I'm
a middle class white guy.
I'm trying to check my privilege for all the social justice warriors, for all our Tumblr followers. I'm trying to have them appreciate this. That it seems to me like I've never been in a situation where I'm like, oh shit, I'm worried that I'm a white guy, the parents aren't gonna like me or any of this or that, because that's not really something I've ever been ingrained to think or like grew up subconsciously thinking or like been taught to think that way. But like I realized, wait, this is Travis Scott being introspective and insecure on this record. Like, plus I'm already a black dude. Like, this is maybe this isn't good. Like, maybe their parents are gonna be crazy about me. Like, and I really like that. And I thought that makes this record really good. And at first when I heard this, I wanted to fucking laugh my ass off and be like, that's absurd, bro. But then I realized, I'm like, holy shit, this is almost the most honest Travis has ever been. Like, lyrically. Yeah. Lyrically, this is the most honest because this is literally
most vulnerable.
This is vulnerable and insecurity, and I'd love to hear more Travis like this. Obviously he's got the sound aesthetically and with a moody vibe and crooning, he makes himself sound vulnerable and insecure. But this is literally lyrically insecure, where he's saying, plus I'm already a black dude. It's something I got to worry about. And I don't know. I just really appreciated that. And it really made me think, because my first response was just to laugh.
Is leaving the bathroom, my hands is half rinsed. Just more of the black reference.
What's that? You reading the lyrics?
Black. Yeah, that's
what does he say? Read me the lyric.
Right after he says, because I'm already a black dude. Just left the bathroom and my hands is half rinsed. Leaving the bathroom, my hands is half rinsed. Because white palm.
Oh, I never even thought of that. It's possible.
I may have just been called a
You need
racist.
to get a rap genius right now, man.
I may have just been called a racist by a lot of people.
No, it's
that rap genius thing.
You found it from Rap Genius.
No, I am now not clicking on the lyrics anymore. Halfway through the album, I stopped doing that because there's a lot of nonsense on the reviews, unless it's a green highlight.
What do you think of this song, man?
I like it.
It's one of the standouts.
Yeah. I like it a lot.
It's one of the high standouts, man. It's so different.
I could smoke a blunt to it, it's fantastic.
Dude, I mean, the beat is just something else. Like, it's not like Drake would go perfect over this beat because it's a freaking collaborator of Drake's producer. And I was picturing it, and it's rare. I'm like, oh man, Drake would sound sick over this, but
Imagine this being cut off a Scorpion. That's
it's possible.
Possible.
It's a lot of beats are shopped around all over. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's totally possible.
like the news that just came out that I told you Goosebumps was delivered to 5 different artists before getting rejected, Rihanna being one of them.
Oh yeah, I think I
I mean,
read that.
before coming to Travis,
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
all rejected, Rihanna being one of them.
Mm-hmm. Where is this? Is this in your top 5, Coffee Bean?
No.
This is in my top 5. My
That's
top
fair.
5. I haven't said my top 5, but my top 5 would be in no particular order. RP Screw, Coffee Bean, Skeletons, Can't Say, and probably Sicko Mode.
Nice.
Where does this album rank amongst
His projects,
discography? Where would this be seen?
top 3.
I mean, he's pretty much got he's only got 3 commercial albums.
So
Okay, with the
above
So you-
Birds,
above, it's 100% above Birds.
Yeah.
Did it?
possibly above Owl.
It's above Al in my
It's
opinion.
above Owl.
Al is kind of, he's never gonna be able to recreate that sound. It has like, it's mixed really weird. It's really gritty.
Well, you're talking about Owl, right?
yeah.
It's just too early to be
His top contender.
Yeah.
Too early in his career. You
too
mean?
early in his career to be a top contender.
Is there a radio song on this album besides excluding Butterfly Effect? Because obviously
Sicko Mode.
we're and I mean in general. I'm not talking about what's gonna get Houston played. We live in LA, obviously, so I'm talking about what's gonna be played on Power 106. What's gonna be played on the other one that Big Boy's on, Hot 92
matter.
or whatever it's called.
92.3.
92.3.
Real hip hop.
What's but excluding Butterfly Effect, because Butterfly
No,
came and went.
That's already
And I also mean
Sicko Mode.
But also no. I mean what's going to cross over to Kiss FM to 102.7 to 97.1?
Drake
Because Goosebumps and Antidote crossed over to mainstream. They didn't mean to go pop, but they went pop. Is there a record on this album that's going to do that?
that goes pop.
That goes pop. I don't really know.
I
to
don't
be
know.
honest. There's a lot of experimental. I can't see how Sicko Mode, this middle break of it.
Travis said at the beginning of the summer, this is an album different from all other albums he's made, and it's his most personal album, and it's the sound that he feels most connected to at his life right now, and he is not sure if his fans will like it at all. And I think with that, it comes with the fact that he's not tailoring to the record company. He's not tailoring to the radio and the mainstream. And we may not get a Kiss FM song. But
There's
Drake-
no Goosebumps on this
Drake
album.
being who he is, he
Could pull some Sicko
he
Mode.
could pull some Sicko Mode over to Kiss FM in my
Maybe
opinion.
if they cut off I can't see them playing that Sway Lee part in Sicko Mode. Someone said, you know what I'm saying? Like, just sounds. I'm not hearing that on Kiss.
even
FM.
Sicko Mode is pushing it.
Sicko Mode is totally pushing it. Has
I'm listening to the songs right now. Maybe I can see Can't Say. I can see Wake Up. I think Wake Up's gonna be the one
possibly
on Kiss FM.
can't say.
I think Wake Up's gonna be the one on Kiss FM.
Wake Up's the one with the Weeknd. Yeah, no, I don't know about that, bro. Because it's pretty like lyrically, it's like very sexual.
So the radio doesn't care about that anymore.
I don't know about that. Kiss FM, Ryan Seacrest.
I love Babe. This is my
Yeah,
problem.
but that's
I
like
love
so
Bad.
generic. That's
That's
like
my problem.
Weeknd's talking about fucking licking here and sucking there. You know what I'm
or
saying?
not was on the radio.
Barely. It was on Power 106. Maybe once a blue moon. Shout out.
That means it's on today, right?
Exactly.
If for our listeners, Willie's drinking the Blue Moon.
God, we have you know what? I have a whole list of more shit we can talk about. But we've been doing this for a while. I think if anyone's made it this far, really appreciate you.
Yeah, props to you because I'm not even gonna listen to this far.
That's very nice of you. And thank you, everyone. This has been fun.
Hold on. This is a quick transition out.
What do you have more to say?
Like, subscribe,
Smash that motherfucking like button.
share, smash that motherfucking like button.
Smash that motherfucking like button.
Pray for me. I'm about to hit the like button. I wanted to talk to the listeners directly.
Do it.
I wanted to say, regardless of whether you like this shit, we're still gonna fucking do it.
Of course. It's fun, man.
Yeah.
It's a fun way to spend
And
a
we've
Sunday.
got a year of fucking music.
Yeah.
And if you want us to do older shit,
I got some other ideas as well.
yeah,
Not
we
excluding
have-
music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're open. Movies,
Yeah.
anything, whatever you got. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
If you want us to do the previous shit of this year, we'll do Yay, we'll do Pusha, we'll do KSG.
Music
we'll do
aside, we
Scorpion.
actually music aside, we know some interesting people too. I don't want to seclude us just to music because I think we meet too many like cool people not to like show them off to the world.
Yeah.
You know, like,
No. I don't like that term. Show them off to the world.
you know what I'm saying,
That's
bro.
kind of
Like,
degrading the person.
not show them.
Who
I mean, it is
cooler
it-
than
it-
us.
It is. We are gonna show them off, bro.
We are
I'm gonna
showing
show 'em
off that we're friends with them.
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, like, you know,
we
wanting
are going
to give them
feature them. We're gonna
publicize them.
Publicize them. We're gonna have them review stuff that we want to review.
Review-
Maybe
yeah.
you know, like again, give us comments. Tell us who you want to see on. Oh, you want to hear on this podcast with us. Tell us what albums you want to hear. With this light of a blast of new music just hitting us this year,
It's been an insane year.
you know, that slime language, Young Thug's album is gonna happen. Eternal Atake, 100% gonna happen. I'm missing some shit that's coming out. Trippie Red's album.
There'll
I
probably
fuck
be
with,
some
I
surprise
fuck
drops.
with Trippie Red. I don't know.
I fuck with Trippie Red.
All
as
right,
well.
so we're
he just
doing.
needs to get off social media.
Yeah, for real. That's coming out on the 10th, 5 days from today. That might be our next one, unless you guys blow us up with do Yay, do Tiana's album, do Push's album, do KSG, do Nas's album. Shout out Nas, he's got the shirt
Shout out
on.
Nas, yeah. He's got a new album coming as well. Another one.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. This tour is gonna be lit for anyone who's going to that.
If Nas's tour?
Yeah.
Did he announce a tour?
He announced a small one.
Oh.
I think it might be actually.
Because I know the rumors are a big, good music tour, but we'll see.
I hope that happens.
We'll see.
I would love to see Ye and Cudi on the same stage together.
They're the only ones who aren't booked for a tour. Nas is booked for a little tour. Tiana's opening up for Jeremiah, and Push is booked for a tour. But
Jeremiah
and but Push is like half his shows got canceled, so people are allegedly saying it's for other dates. I don't know. Wouldn't really make sense if he was doing another tour just to do like a good music tour.
Right.
But, you know, anything's possible.
Yeah. Anything is possible.
If you're listening to this,
Oh,
I love you.
I
love you. I love you. I love you.
Yeah, we love you. Again, please comment what you want to hear. We've had a lot of music already this year. The Weeknd dropped that fantastic EP. We've had a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. We haven't even really talked about that much.
Not like
Melancholy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if we go to like a concert or something, we might review the concert.
Yeah. I'm
because-
going to a concert in October.
Which
Just move it down.
I might
Yeah.
drop some $60 in a drive.
Do it, bro.
in a 2-hour drive
I'm
to
gonna be driving, so you just ride with me.
system.
Ride with me and Pierre.
Yeah. That's a tough one. That's a tough one to miss out on. So thank you, folks.
Yeah. Thank you for listening.
This is R.
This is Willie Nelson.
We got Willie over there.
Yeah.
We'll probably put Arshawn on a video.
Yeah,
that
we
he
definitely-
really wants to review.
That's the.
I listed all these albums. I forgot to say Testing, which is a very controversial A$AP Rocky album,
I'm not even
which
gonna say
I would
much.
love to do because you and I have very different opinions on it.
We'll have to talk about it later.
Yeah. So thank you for tuning in.
Yeah. Thank you.
Tell us if it was too long. Tell
Yeah.
us if
It's
it's
a work
too
in
short.
progress. First time.
This first podcast. Be mean.
Be mean, yeah.
But
I mean,
constructively
I mean, or just just comment.
Don't just shit on us.
If one of us is ugly, please let us know.
Yeah,
like-
please let Willie know. And then, hopefully he'll fix himself up.
Yeah, exactly.
But we'll catch you next time when we're sweating
in Sauna Talk.